Oh. Who is this? Hello. Oh, look, the show's starting.
Leprechaun.
Okay, alright. Put me on speaker. Make sure I'm on fucking speaker.
You're right.
Oh my god.
Is that way fucking John takes it in the ass?
I just did it.
What?
That's
Jerry.
John takes it in the ass?
Yeah, you're totally live right now.
Oh my
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Hey, listen, before you make a fucking, I'm trying to make my way out of the fucking city. I got lost in a couple of pubs over there. You gonna come by me tomorrow or what?
All right, good. I'll put this on mute.
Oh,
I see where it is.
So it's a little gay sex action.
Don't forget your knee pads.
Yeah.
Welcome
A
everybody.
gay pirate and a leprechaun.
Welcome everybody to the standard fucked up intro that is locked and loaded.
Why do you have an intro?
I don't know why he has one because he fucking talks over it every.
I didn't even know we had an intro. This is neat though. My show is actually on my show.
Yeah, see, Eric, the intro Eric, the intro for your show is not that one. It's this one, remember?
No, I don't hear it.
Okay, well, fuck you back.
Someone wants to say hi still.
The A-Team theme. The A-Team.
I'm actually kind of surprised that I didn't realize that.
We really don't want to hear what the leprechaun has to say.
Fucking know. You know what I mean? It's that Mario and him are.
Hey, tell that little piece of shit if he actually wants to be on the show to be on the show.
Eric says if you want to be on the show, be on the show. Stop with this phone call crap.
Text me the fucking phone number. I'm going to call in right now because I got about 2
818.
It's 818-532-9773.
Let me take that number down again. Can you do that? Text me the fucking number, dickhead.
You guys are naughty.
I remember my first year.
818.
He can't hear us.
818.
Text me the fucking number.
Text him the Joey. Text him the number.
Text
All right, I'll text you the number. Bye.
Hey,
I'll see you in
Stalker
the morning.
Steve. Oh my god. It's just way too funny. Oh, you're gonna see him. You're gonna see him before the morning.
No, we have a fundraiser to go to tomorrow. It's a skeet and trap shoot. So I'm trying to figure out when to pick me up.
That's it. Jerry leaves. Now you're leaving?
For me, no.
Let's see how it is.
Okay, to answer your question about the Holy Grail gun, I don't have one like the restaurant.
That does not freaking surprise me at all.
Bye-bye.
Now, if you said what's your Holy Grail guy,
bullshit.
she'll say Nikki Six. That's it.
Yeah, what's your Holy Grail guy?
Nikki Six.
Holy what?
Your Holy Grail guy.
Well, there's too many to choose from. I can't narrow that down to one.
What the fuck?
Damn,
Wow.
Eric, I guess that makes you feel pretty good.
Wow.
Eric,
Well, I guess
I didn't see your name on that list at all.
You're probably down at like 2010.
sloppy 999th.
Oh, you're under 1,000. You're really giving yourself credit there, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome to another exciting Locked and Loaded. I'll give you the quick lowdown. John just bought a whole bunch of old beer that was produced 3 days ago.
Yes.
John, that was one of the funniest stories I've heard.
I
Yeah.
love it.
A quick catch you up. He goes into the store, and obviously the person working there doesn't know shit about a little something called the Born On Date.
Born on date.
John just got a really good deal on a bunch of beer because they thought that it had expired on December 5th.
Second.
Instead, or
But
second.
see, the best part of the whole story is that he said it expired. It went bad on the 2nd. So John said, "How much is it?" John, and he told him like $5.99 for a 15-pack. So John buys 2, right? And then after he says, "Okay, our transaction is complete. We're done," right? And the kid goes, "Yeah." He goes, "That's when it was made, not when it went old."
I told him that to save his job.
Right. But I
But of
would have loved.
Of course, you got a deal before you helped him save his job.
Well, yeah, I'm
Well,
gonna
yeah. If I'm gonna
I'm gonna save about $10 $10 a 15-pack before
That's
I.
right.
God, can you imagine that though? Tomorrow, hey boss, guess what I did? I got rid of all of that beer. Dude, we just got that in.
You're fired.
Literally just took it off the truck, you fucking moron. I was laughing.
Stalker Steve wants to know why it cuts out on his computer. Because you bought a new lathe, not a new computer.
That's right.
Exactly.
$1,200 lathe, $13 computer.
Okay, in the chat room already.
Get off me. Go over there if you have
Oh,
your
I sorry, I didn't. I should finish my train of thought. John is making this all happen. Joey's on the phone with his girlfriend.
Jerry.
Jerry. Jim is here from Florida and in an immense amount of pain and is sucking painkillers and whiskey. So
No.
eventually,
No painkillers. They didn't give me any.
oh, just whiskey.
Whiskey.
That's the painkiller.
Yeah, I hear that works.
Yeah. Yeah. Full.
There you go.
Say it's this big.
In the chat room, we've got Smile Money, Johnny Concho, The Real Cobra Burnout, Gun Wild One, Douglas, Mark, Stalker Steve, Poco Loco, and J-Dog. By the way, J-Dog, I did see your comment. So if you don't want to have to wait for the brew review, anytime you want to come pick up the BMG 50, I'll expect that you bring it back sighted in, and I will provide ammo.
And for all the safety sallies out there and the butthurt people, the promo was shot in a freaking gun store. So shut up.
Well, look, she had her booger hook all over.
I
all
know
of them had their booger hooks on
I
the
know.
trigger.
It was in a gun store.
I don't care.
It happens 1,000 times a day in the gun store. Non-stop. That's all that happens in there. That muzzle flashing people.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't make it right and okay.
It was a fucking video. Jason. Besides, I thought you'd been looking at that ass. Come on.
Well,
Jesus Christ, did you see the ass with the Smith & Wesson hanging from behind it? I mean,
What?
come on.
Well, yeah, I did pause the video a couple times.
Yes.
There.
And she was the same one who did, and Eric didn't even mention now, I thought, wasn't that I asked him to have a sporterized Mosin there. Wasn't that a Mosin he had there on the last one? All done up?
I
With
don't
the
think so.
Leopold, the Leopold scope?
I didn't actually pay that much attention to it.
I think that was a sporterized Mosin with the olive green stuff on it, and it had the blued swept down. Was still swept down the charging handle there.
To be honest, from the angle I'm looking at, it looks like it's a triangular barreled. Who made that? I don't see the. No, there's no mag.
Yeah, that's not a Mosin. That looks
Okay.
like
I asked him if he had a sporterized Mosin to use one of those in it.
It's the MVP, or I can't remember what the hell the name of that model was. But
you're talking about with the greenish and black stock with the big
Yeah.
ass fucking scope on it.
yeah.
That is definitely not a Mosin. If it's a Mosin, it's in some stock I've never seen before.
Well, that, and it doesn't have the Mosin's mag
Yeah.
housing.
And the ejection ports were all wrong. That looks like a Remington, like a Remington. I don't know.
It's it was the Remington MVP or M. It's a triangular barrel.
It's either a Remington or a
I asked him
Savage.
if he had one of those to make sure that he used one of those nice sporterized Moses, but apparently he didn't. I thought that's what that was. I knew I wanted one of the really nice AK-47s in it. They got that in there. Did request a Smith & Wesson wheel gun.
Oh yes, it was a nice one too.
And a bazooka.
Yes. So if you guys have any military gear at all, I said, well, demilitarized. I was like, that's fine. It was just a collector's piece. I was like, that I don't care.
Oh, that was an 18-4.
I'm like, that doesn't matter to me. I'm fine. I just want to have some different stuff. I don't want the typical, everybody's holding the Glock.
VTR, thank you, J-Dog.
VTR, okay.
So I agree with Smile Money. She can put her finger on my trigger any day.
Well, him and I were laughing. He was like, why is everybody getting buffed? I'm like, I don't know why. He's like, there's a few things that happen.
Because we're gun guys. That's what.
Well, yeah, but in a gun store the size of this one, now we have aisles that run north and south that have all the rifles on them, and then east and west that have the pistols. What the funny thing was is, like he said, was there's a few things that happen. Number one, he says people go, oh, he muzzle flashed him. He says, and that happens at a minimum 1,000 times a day, nonstop. There's no way to not do it because no matter where you point that thing, you're pointing it in the wrong place. It's two stories, by the way, so pointing up doesn't do you any good either. And then he's like, and the whole trigger thing. He says you got guys that are professionals that walk in here and their fingers are on the triggers. So I mean, they got a team that made sure everything was cleared and good and everything was right and tight. But I knew after I saw that. I knew when I saw that Smith & Wesson, I was like, I'm gonna have fucking nothing but shit for this.
It wasn't her. It was all of them.
Well, I know everybody. I just knew though. She had her finger on every one of them. I just knew. I'm like, I'm gonna get shit the whole damn time. Well, it happens.
See, you're talking to the wrong person. I've been endlessly ripped on for everything under the sun, and the more people say, the more I do it because I guess I'm Irish and terrible. But I mean, I remember probably one of the ones that shocked me the most was multiple people. I don't even over the years I've lost track of how many people have made a comment. It was the rusty gun repair video. There is a fucking glass of wine in the background. I never touch it, refer to it, take a sip of it, anything. And I've had more people go, "Oh my God, you had alcohol and a firearm in the same video." Yeah, welcome to B&E Brewer Reviews.
And the funny thing is you would think they'd actually know the one time that it really actually happened. I actually know the one time when it actually really happened, and I won't say because I don't want 400 people to show up to your video. But it happened one time. There was a muscle swipe once. But I mean, I never saw anybody say it though. Nobody ever mentioned it, so they don't pay that much attention. They just look for something to bitch about. There, I'm done.
Oh yeah, and we've had several range videos where Christine is I don't know what she was shooting, and Mikey was standing alongside her, like by where the outhouse is.
Yep.
But then you see Mike step back and out of frame, and I think everybody assumes that he's still standing there. Meanwhile, Mike has gone into the shack. He's not even there anymore. He actually, at one point, I think you can hear him talking. He had the window open because the weather was turning bad that day, and we actually shot for a while from inside the shack. We just put like a pillow in the windowsill and shot out that. If you've been to the shack, you know that the bedrooms are on the bedroom windows are aiming straight down the range. And so he starts talking to her from the window, and people are like, Christine actually turns because she hears she's wearing a headset, so it's hard to tell where his voice is coming from. She turns with the gun in the direction that he was last, and people are like, she doesn't even pay attention. She just muzzle swept that guy. Well, first of all, that guy's her brother, and I'm sure she's probably wanted to do it a lot in the time that they've been through their childhood. But he's not even anywhere. He's not even there. He's over there in the shack in the window. So people just get, like I said, people just get their panties in a twist, and I understand. The one that I probably stand behind the most is someone making a comment once about how they watch my videos with their children, and I need to be a role model. Au contraire, fucknuts. You're the parent. Your job is to be the role model. If you want to point to me and say that I'm a bad role model, that's fine, because at least you're being a role model. I mean, everybody can do what they want in their life. I don't do things perfectly, and I never said that I would. But the one thing I've hated more than anything, when I started watching YouTube videos, there was, Jim, you'd probably be able to tell me her name. She was her face must have been really nasty. She had an unbelievable legs, ass, and tits, and she showed them all the time. You just never, ever saw her face.
That was Miss Battleborn.
Yeah. Oh no, Jenna showed her face. This was a girl before her.
Oh.
She's got a video.
She used to shoot at the old airport.
I think so.
They used to, yeah, but she would hide her face, and I don't think she ever showed her face.
No,
I can't remember
never.
the name of her channel. So
I went through all of her videos once, one night, and never could find her face. She's got a video where she racks the slide back, puts her finger in it to show that it's empty, puts light in the end of the barrel to show that it's empty, drops a pencil through it to show that it's empty, and this is all in the same video. And I remember saying to myself, I really like to take this in another direction. And that's kind of how it all got started. Ebomi channel. My guns are loaded and I feel safe. I mean, you know how many times I've done a video on something and the gun was loaded? Well, it's loaded because I don't know what circumstances are. What if some crazy guy? What if Bigfoot rushed into my basement while I was making a video and I needed that gun to defend myself? I mean, if I do a gunsmithing video, or I'm, even holster videos where I might be tossing something in and out of a holster, I'll take a live round out of it, but it still has a loaded mag in it. But some people, I mean, I guess the bottom line is do what you have to do, be who you want to be. Some people will pat you on the back because you're being what America was great about, and that's that we have the freedom to be stupid if you want to be stupid. Be great if you want to be great. But I don't know. The YouTube safety Nazis are the biggest.
Yeah, it was silly. But my holy Grail gun, by the way, was in that
video. The rocket launcher?
No, it's a Holloway and Naughton. It was one of the few. It was one of the few guns that were outside, over and under.
Oh, she's holding over her shoulder.
Yeah, that was a Holloway and Naughton. It's a $15,000 shotgun. I think those are the most freaking amazing firearms. There's everything on those is hand done. Every piece is hand filed. They're fitted one at a time. It takes years to get your hands on one of those. And that's ordering it like you walked in the store and went, I want to get one. It will take you years to get it. Each one, I mean, those are just so beautiful. Each one of those is hand done. They hand etch everything. It's just gorgeous. Some of those amazing craftsmanship.
I've always wanted an over-under. I'd prefer that in a shotgun. The only thing I have right now is my overdone, probably 327-pound Mossberg 500 because it has everything under the sun. And I was actually, being that you guys in the chat room and listening live, or listening won't know this, but in the pre-show, my friend and neighbor Matt was over here, and we were standing downstairs looking at the guns, and there was something I had never thought about until I actually saw, because the BMG 50 and my Mossberg hang the BMG 50s on the top of the gun rack, because I have to take that. If I take that gun apart, I still have a hard time getting the barrel to fit in my safe. So that's out on a rack, and right below that is my Mossberg is out on the rack, and my Mossberg has a prototype of a product that was put together by, I don't remember what the name of his company was, but the short thing is it used to be, the company was owned by the gentleman who started In the Red Exploding Targets, and that was that shock absorber stock adapter that I have on my Mossberg. It works. Some people say yay and some people say nay, but you can put the hottest round that you can possibly put, a Magnum slug, into my Mossberg, and it feels like a trap load because of that suspension system. The problem is I don't know if he ever sold a single one, because starting with the Mesa tactical adapter to give you a pistol grip and to be able to have a buffer tube, back to his part, and then whatever stock you want, I have just an inexpensive MOE stock on it, but still you're looking at a $55 stock. It's actually more expensive for those parts on the back of that shotgun than the shotgun cost me. Yeah. So I even tried to explain to him, the product works, but what I'm sitting there looking at it tonight, because we had just got done doing the brew review, and J-Dog had left a comment that he'd cite in the BMG 50 for me, like as though he threw that out there, like to see if I'd actually, dude, if you want to get that zeroed in for 100 yards, your shoulder is welcome to it. Because that gun actually has not been fired since the expensive Bushnell Elite Tactical Scope got put on it, because it broke 3 previous scopes that were all rated for a BMG 50. But I'm sitting there looking at it going, that BMG is a heavy hitting gun. It's a bolt action. It's not like a Barrett that's using up a bunch of energy by opening and closing. What if I put that suspension or the shock absorber system onto the BMG? Downside, here's the downside though. It takes away the ability for somebody like, say, not to pick on him, but that little loser Jerry, who actually had to have the stock almost closed all the way to work for him. It takes away the adjustability. Basically, what Mike did is he asked me for my throw length and built that custom to my length of throw. I'm telling you right now, John, you'd be happy with it. Joey would be happy with it. I know Jim would be happy with it, because we basically all shoot mostly fully out. Now, Jim, I'm not referring to the suspension part. I'm referring to the throw length.
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I like it. I shot it. I like it.
But what worries me is the BMG might offer too much energy, and we might create a scope kissing. Kissing.
Yeah, you don't want that. That's for damn sure.
Yeah,
so I'll just put it on and not tell J-Dog about it and ask him how it went. Now, the one thing is the scope that used to be on the BMG when everybody that has shot it last. The Tactical Elite actually has, I think it's a 1/2 inch longer eye relief, so that will help that situation. But if my friend Miles ever shoots it, I will make sure to put like a 2.5 inch rubber ring around it.
Yeah, the Miles the pirate.
Smile Money says, imagine Ibomi has guns that have been fired since he fixed them.
Mm-hmm. Goddamn Smile Money. Who let him in?
He is the official ambassador of the chat room. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
He's the only person. He's the only person that'll go, John, chat room, you're late. I mean, come on.
It's
That's why that chat room is always perfect every single time. Because I know Smile would be up my ass with a flashlight.
Let's
At least you know
we
somebody's
have,
watching you.
I see we've been joined. Hey Mike.
Yeah, Mike
Nice
Blush
to,
is here.
nice to see you in the chat room, my friend. Who else? Anybody else new that I've missed? Jolson. Speaking of troublemakers,
Brian McCown.
Brian McCown. Yeah, he's been on a battle himself today, trying to find a barrel for Stalker Steve's retro build.
I thought you had one.
Well, the original company gave him like 3 to 6 weeks, and then just finally went, "We're not sure." So
You'll get it when we get it.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Scott
always a good one.
Mowry. Good evening, sir.
I love it when you get those replies.
Colton
3 to 4
Navies.
weeks.
Owned by Wild Bill Hickok. Oh my god.
Yeah, you would need money as no object for
two Colt Navies that Hickok had. Oh my god. Holy shit. Yeah.
Hey, what was it a few years ago? The Luger, the German Luger. There was 2 prototypes ever made in 45 ACP, and one of them went on the auction block, and I
Wow.
ended up selling for like $1.5 million or something like that.
Holy crap. I forget who said it, but somebody put a message out earlier saying that their Holy Grail gun was the Derringer that was used to shoot Lincoln.
Well, that's morbid and creepified. But
Well,
okay.
yeah, but it's still a very, famous
no,
gun.
that's a historical. Yeah.
You know what I'd like? I'd like to own the 5 rifles that were used to kill Kennedy.
Yeah.
Now, where's Chris?
I don't
Where's
think it was.
Chris when the moment could explode?
It wasn't
Where-
5.
You're gonna egg them on.
It wasn't
Where
5.
is Chris when
Okay.
the moment could
It
explode?
was 3 or give you 4, but not 5.
I want the lawnmower that was used to mow the grassy knoll.
Before or
Hey.
after.
Jim has stood on the grassy knoll, walked the entire area, buddy, and I'm telling you, they had a triangulation
Oh,
of
yeah,
fire
they
on
did.
them. But
Well, I mean, I saw a Discovery show that I couldn't figure out why it was even on, but they're now talking about the front windshield was replaced. And they were like, why would they've replaced the front windshield? And they now have the front windshield, and there's a bullet hole in it. And it's going the wrong way. It's coming to the front. They're not even talking about it.
well, look, anybody that watches the Magruder, and I stood right where Magruder or whatever, however you pronounce his name, the Magruder film. I stood on the little stump he stood on that concrete that he was at, and I played it in my head like I was filming, and immediately when the head went back into the left, if I look to my right, it's the grassy knoll, it's the fence where the fence meets the fucking railroad tracks there, and it's all still there.
Yeah.
And the grass is actually worn out up to that corner where everybody walks up there and goes, "Yep, that's where they shot him from."
Yeah. And
'Cause
they have the windshield, though. I can't believe they still have it. And it has a
They
hole in it.
still, some tinfoil hat people say they still have him somewhere.
Well, I'm not going.
Like he doesn't have a head.
I'm not going there, but they
Yeah.
do.
No, I'm not either.
They do. They obviously they have the limo, but they apparently replaced the front windshield, and then later on, little tiny pieces of information came out, and apparently there was an order placed for the windshield because it had a bullet hole in it, and they still have that. They still have that windshield. And it's like, holy crap!
Douglas Walther says he has a 38 round shot out of Ruby's pistol.
Ooh, wow! Now, okay, I would love to type in there, please. How did you come by that, and how did you get it authenticated?
We're waiting.
Yeah, we're waiting for that one.
Yeah, well, just
Well,
wait.
why-
Oh, yeah.
Sit here.
Well, no. I'm
sounds well
very
waiting for that answer.
very interested. I mean,
No, and
He's
while
got-
we're waiting for his answer, well, when I was at the plaza there, they actually hermetically sealed the piece of fence where the one Secret Service agent that got Kennedy's blood on him, when he ran up toward, not at, but toward the grassy knoll and hopped the fence, that bloody thumbprint, handprint,
Yeah.
whatever it was he left there, they literally sealed that and preserved that. And it's still there today.
Wow.
Does it say anything, or is it just there?
No, it's like encased in glass and a frame, and it's got a little placard on it that this is John F. Kennedy's blood. Blah blah. And the Secret Service agent that you see climb up onto the back of the limo and
Yep. He grabs a
and
piece
help.
he grabs a piece of his.
Well,
skull, doesn't he?
and what's her name?
Jacqueline.
Jackie grabbed. He's there damn near every day of the week, signing. Him and the one cop. They're there almost every day. Set up a table and they sell their books, sign the books and whatnot. And it was just awesome to just listen to them talk about it.
Wow.
Holy shit.
So Douglas said, given to me from my lawyer, Pelagosi auction. It's in a real nice case, Koa from Ruby Brothers. Wow. I gotta be honest, that's just absolutely freaking cool. In a morbid kind of way, because, that was, Ruby shot Oswald to keep him quiet. So.
And apparently he wants you to talk louder because he can't hear you down in Florida.
I can't talk much louder. The whiskey hasn't really fully kicked in yet. My mouth still hurts like a motherfucker.
Right.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh. How the hell did you know we were going with that?
And for anyone, I might not be doing a Sunday chat this week because I'm still in some dental pain. The tooth in front of the tooth is now infected, so we are working diligently to get all this fixed.
Probably spitting next time.
Oh, Joey, you're so lucky I can't fly to New York right now.
I was at the gas station the other day, and I recognized the woman gassing up her car in front of me. She was actually a porn star. She pulled out the nozzle, sprayed a little on the hood. Never mind.
What?
Nothing.
Never mind. Oh my god. I said what? I'm gonna go make another drink.
If
'cause
anybody
I'm
is an expert on some porn stuff, I should not have gotten any question marks from you on this.
Hey, I resemble that remark. All right, I'll be right back. I love my new headphones, by the way.
Ooh.
Oh, now they're getting used to the noise
Oh.
canceling.
Yeah, I've actually started using my game with them so I could get used to them before we did another show. But real quick, if anybody who is listening on this, it had to be somebody here in Jacksonville. Somebody dropped off, literally walked up and laid it on my front porch. A Tactical Girls 2019 calendar. It says, "No more fucking ugly women on your calendar wall. Merry Christmas, Jim."
Wonder if that could have been.
It wasn't Jimmy. I texted him immediately and asked him. I think it was Magnus, but he's down in Gainesville. I don't know if he'd truck all the way up here, and I don't think he knows where I live, so I don't know. There's only a couple people here in town that know where I live. I just want to say thanks to them. Nobody's come forward for it.
Was this the calendar?
Fucking the Tactical Girls calendar.
Yeah.
The one that Jolson sent me. Yeah. And it was shipped to their house, but they blacked out their address. So I was sitting there trying to take it off, and I took the whole damn thing off. Trying to clean off the marker.
Could it have been Kevin?
Kevin. Who, Kevin?
That Kevin.
Well, evidently I don't know him. He doesn't know where I live, unless he's gotten something from me, and he knows my address and use fucking Google. Is it my ex-wife?
Oh,
thanks, Cobra. And Gunwild. Thank you.
Let me go on.
Look, if there's some chick stalking me that just wants to get to know, if it's not my ex-wife, she can just knock on the door and already, how you doing?
I brought you a calendar.
Right, my tooth hurts bad. She gave me antibiotics and this other dental stuff, but I'm like, well, what about for the pain? She goes, suck it up, Buttercup. I went, thanks, doc. Yeah, my dentist is like 4 foot nothing, and she is a tough cookie. Let me tell you.
Oh, she gave it to you.
Radio.
Yeah. This is Eric's show. I don't have to worry about that.
Okay. Well, with this time of the year where my finances are, the last thing I actually want to sit and start dwelling on is the Holy Grail stuff. And to be totally honest, almost a Christine restaurant like answer. I would be more than happy to jot down a list of things, but honestly, I don't know if I'd really consider
You have
Holy
a video.
Grail.
You have a video on this where you specifically state what your Holy Grail gun is.
Oh, well, yeah, well, I own
Things change.
They do. I mean, there's a difference though. It's like, is it a Holy Grail gun? Because like a lot of these guys in the chat room are coming up with things that, even money probably couldn't put in your hands. I'm kind of looking for, it's just maybe a higher end, like maybe, for instance, like Joey's got a Kunin Arms. They're right here in Minnesota. I've always thought they were kind of a cool gun. Nighthawk Customs. It would be so awesome to be able to call them and say, this is exactly what I want, and you're going to make it for me. And they're like, of course we will. That'll be $6,000.
Yeah, like the Holloway and Naughton that I would love to have. That's a $15,000 shotgun, handmade, one at a time. That's how
Yeah. Yeah, so I was kind of leaning more in the direction of just, things that are kind of expensive. I mean, for right now, for me, literally everything is kind of expensive. I mean, one of the things I can tell you on my fairly short list, I've always wanted a PS90. I would love a Chris Vector in 10 millimeter. Steyr AUG has been like on my pitter pattered list since Die Hard came out. And then when I heard that Jim wanted one, I wanted one more just to piss him off. I mean, maybe the closest thing for me to using the words Holy Grail would be the Smith & Wesson 610, just because there's so few of them out there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't know what that is, it's a 10 millimeter revolver. So if you sat the 610, the 686, and the 629 all down on the table alongside each other, it would take somebody like, yeah, but it would take somebody like Jim to probably even tell which one was which while they were sitting there on the table. I mean, the cylinder is going to be about the same size for all of them. I mean, obviously the 44 Magnum, the 629 is going to be a little bit bigger, but yeah, it's, I don't know, in a way, as far as Holy Grail rifles, I can honestly say, I own mine, being the JP. I mean, the fact is, right now, between needing money and not wanting to get screwed over, it would take $10,000 to get that rifle out of my safe and into somebody else's hands.
How about 8,000 cash?
Well, Joey, I can honestly say I'm not sure. Selling that one rifle, I could pay off a couple of charge cards. Actually, I could take the 3 I own or that I owe the least on and pay them off by selling the JP. But yeah, that's more or less what I was looking for, is just something right on the edge of being achievable. You know, if you want to max out a credit card, which I don't recommend doing anymore because you'll end up like me. But yeah, J Dog is right. If I got rid of the JP, Sam would kill me. That was after Christine would kill me. She already told me if something happened to me that it would take a little while to get to Sam.
I like Smile when he's coming. He'd rather have a perfect range than a perfect gun. I like that one.
Well, and I'm kind of down with that too. I mean, there's a whole lot you could do. So
yeah, an incredible range. I mean, to me, having one range on the left side, this pistol, one on the right, this pistol, and then a nice 1,000-yard right down the middle would be awesome.
Kelly, stop jumping on me.
Well, I tell you, for making you go, man. When we were down at John Huber's and the shooting club or range or whatever you want to call it that he's mostly made up, you know, him and a bunch of other guys that put it together. That was awesome. That's kind of like what you're talking about, John. If you get out of your car and walk through like the clubhouse or where the kind of the indoor part of it is, where you can work on your guns if the weather starts to go bad, and then step towards where you shoot, they have 2 pistol ranges, and they are 3-sided by railroad ties, like 15 feet high, and then all the way back to where the backstop is. They basically built like a gigantic room out of railroad ties, and then filled the berm area in with a backstop of dirt to save the ties from getting blown to shit. And they had 2 areas like that for pistols, and then if you take a little jaunt to your right, it's the rifle area. And I think that John told me it was that they had 500 yards cleared as of then.
But you can't. That's just phenomenal. You can't argue with that. That's great. That's fantastic.
I mean,
1,000 yards is a great dream thing, but in all honesty, if you have 1,000-yard range, how often are you shooting 1,000 yards? I mean,
Right.
If I had the rifle to
Thank
do
you, John Solar.
I mean, you're. I mean, there's all kinds of work involved, scopes involved, lots and lots and lots. I mean, yeah, a 500-yard range is a phenomenal fucking range. That's fantastic. You can't beat it.
No,
just to say you have 1,000 yards, that's pretty.
Yeah, but
quite open area.
See,
right,
none
but-
of us own a rifle that will go 1,000 yards.
Right.
Eric's
That's
JP
one
is about
thing.
the closest, but I don't know if it'll reach 1,000.
That's one thing, but also don't forget. I mean, there's a whole. It's just so much involved. Setting up a target
Right.
at 1,000 yards.
Well, yeah. Then you take wind, elevation, humidity, temperature, the curvature of the Earth, the Coriolis
That's
effect.
right.
You got to take all that into effect, and ain't nobody here that fucking good.
And 1,000 yards, by the way, is where it all starts to really change.
Yeah, but it'd be nice to shoot it at least once.
Well, no, and that's what I'm saying. That's not. I mean, yeah, but stop and think about it. If you have 1,000-yard range, how often are you gonna be shooting 1,000 yards?
Oh, probably not that often, but it's just
Yeah,
nice
so-
to know that you got the range to actually do it if you wanted to.
Well, I would
Yeah,
like to. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, to answer your question, JP told me basically my rifle was built to live at the 1,000-yard. But boy, I tell you, if I was really seriously thought that I was ever going to be a plane in 1,000 yards or more, I would go with what I would honestly say to everybody here to answer my own question of what the idea of the video was. It would be a 338 Lapua in whatever is the spicy must-have chassis that's out and available right now.
A McMillan chassis, dude.
And then, you know, like, I don't need to tell anyone, you know, this. It's like, you know, you start to build something that's made for these kind of distances, and okay, fine, I came up with the $7,000 to have the JP built, But now you need to come up with the $3,000 or more to have a good scope put on it. You know, you start building these big precision rifles like that. You know, it's like there's this. I don't know, boys. We got an expensive hobby. That's.
Well, it's a lot like cars.
Just a bit.
Speaking of cars, how's your Cavalier doing, Joey?
I don't own a Cavalier.
It's a
I'm
Cavalier.
sorry.
It's a Cavalier. He drilled
You-
holes in
you-
it. He put Grand Dam on the side of it.
And they put Grand Am and then they put GTO
That's right.
labels,
Yeah.
badges on the front and back.
So I was like, can I get some Grand Dam badges? No, it needs to stick out or I have to drill.
Joey's damn car has had more holes, had to be puttied in it from every time they changed out. the
Dude,
pads.
and the only reason I say that to Joey
Hey,
tonight is because
3M double-sided adhesive tape works great. No holes.
Vincent, our buddy Vincent, was
I saw
he
that
put
picture.
a-
That was,
he put a picture up and showed a GTO and it says, "Hey, so you got a Cavalier, huh?" And I tagged Joey in it, and Joey puts up a soup gif, and I went, "Is that all you got? Really?
That's it?
Really? We get you with a Cavalier, and all you can come back with is a soup joke."
It's a McFly
yeah.
moment. It's a McFly moment.
And Mark is touching on a subject. The first time where we had the Shoot-a-Palooza and we were shooting the 550-yard steel plate.
Well, first off, Mark's can't type because he said 100 yards, not 1,000.
Yeah.
But if you got to catch a flight to change 100 yards, you're like me. If I got to go 100 yards, I'm getting in my car.
See, but he's exactly right. Now, when we were out experimenting,
God damn that.
I could have easily had a 900-yard shot that day because we were missing a little something called leaves. But now when
Leaves.
summer rolled around, the best we could do is 550. But now the day that we were out experimenting, it was me and NIHAP. And not to sound my age or anything, but I'm telling you right now, if we ever build a range that's more than 50 feet, we are going to need to have a goddamn four-wheeler out there. Me and NIHAP, we figured we put a plate up at 350 yards because we gave up walking after 349 yards. And then and I said, you know what sucks? I said, maybe you should just go shoot and I'll wait here and bring the target back because
Our wait here. Bring the target back.
Oh my!
I'll lay down. I'll lay down.
Or just
keep
go
it
over
high.
here in the woods.
Aim high.
Yeah,
I'll stay
yeah.
here so no shrapnel hits me.
I'll just wave a little flag and you can start shooting. Oh my God, 350 yards was a challenge that day. Well, I couldn't even imagine toting.
Well, that's
with-
what I'm saying is 1,000 yards is there's a whole lot to anything to do with it. I mean, good God Almighty, just going down and painting the target so that you can shoot again. Everything's a fucking ordeal. To me, 500 yards is that's fantastic. I mean, come on,
Then you gotta get a
train.
scope just to see how bad your shot was.
Well, yeah,
Brian,
you can train. You can do
Actually,
everything.
you
You
talk
gotta
about
get an
these.
ATV just to drive down and look at the target.
Hold on, Eric's sitting here talking about his $7,000 JP. Brian just puts up cold bore headshots at 500 yards with Bomies Mosin.
that day.
I gotta be honest. To me, I like shooting at Mosin.
That day, people were probably ringing that steel as much, if not more, with the Mosin than they were the JP.
That fucking Mosin's just if you. Oh my god.
And it was kind of funny because
stupid
one
beautiful rifle, stupid.
And stupid accurate too.
One of my more recent haters for the Sporter Actually, it wasn't even the sporter one. I think it was just for a Mosin what to look for video. This guy's going, what to look for is it in the garbage can, and I said, dude, I said it's
Oh God.
I said, dude, it's one of the most accurate rifles I have in my safe. And he came back with, because your safe has nothing but shit in it then. And I'm like, whatever.
I love these fucking zipper heads.
Yeah,
I really
said,
do. I love
I
zipper.
just said I'm sorry, but obviously I can't talk to someone who's a total idiot. You just don't know better.
Oh, and just to give you an update, prices of Mosins just for a regular round receiver, $429.
Yeah, fuck that.
I don't know where the hell you're looking. They drop down here.
Oh,
But if you
not
want
over
something
here.
really good, you can go over to Walmart.com and get some Boondock sauce though. It's only $4.
Fuck it. Okay, can we discuss that elephant in the room?
I told him I'm gonna bring it up every fucking night.
Yeah, dude. I don't, if anybody knows, I put up the Boondocks barbecue sauce video the other day. I've had it. I've had the sauce and the rub in the last few days. Yeah, I rubbed some beef ribs. As a matter of fact, tonight before I went to dinner, and I had those, and I ain't kidding you. That and that his barbecue sauce, that spicy bold. Woo, 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 woo. Walmart needs to hurry up and put that out there, because I'm telling you, that stuff will light you up. Not burn you, but it'll light you up and taste. It's very, very, very good. I like both of his sauces. I've only tried one of the rubs so far, and again, I'm going to put a video out on this. But hey, you guys, Stephen Reeves is a like-minded thinker, one of the fellas, if you will. He doesn't have a YouTube channel. He's just I know him through Tactical Wingnut, our buddy David, and him and his wife and his daughter decided to go ahead. David and everybody's been telling him for years to put this. You know, you need to make a company out of this, because you got some great stuff going on here, and that is some of the best. And right now, I will say this without hesitation. I have Bullseye. I have what is that? Sweet Baby Ray's. I have like 15 different barbecue sauces in my refrigerator right now, and all of them are going in the trash this weekend because Boondockers is just blowing away all of them, all the store-bought ones. So, Walmart.com, just search Boondockers and put an apostrophe after the last S, and you will find it. If you go to my video, and Joey just put a link in the chat room for you guys in the chat room to his Facebook page, which will link you to everything else. Buy it through Walmart, because Walmart pays for the shipping, and he can, hook you up. Tell him the Hornet Fixer and Ibomi, you heard it on Speaker Radio, John Solar Network, and hopefully he'll hook you up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, it's good stuff. You guys, this is some of the best I've ever had.
I'm throwing that link.
It was real
in there.
sexy how Jim put his finger in the sauce and put it in his mouth afterwards. So I'm sold.
Well, hey, now look.
You're such a
Matter of fact, Steven actually said John Solar sent me a message, said, "Hey, John Solar just ordered some from Walmart," and I'm like, "Well, hook him up." So hopefully, John Solar, you get hooked up, sir.
Yeah, yes. I'm waiting to get some more though. I want to get. I'm kind of thinking. You know what I thought? I mean, I'm always looking for something that's actually going to be a good Christmas gift. And I mean, I can spend $25 on somebody, and they're going to re-gift it. But I'll tell you what,
Right?
they won't re-gift a real good barbecue sauce. And plus, I was blown away when you pulled that bottle out. I'm sitting there, I'm watching, and when you pulled that thing out, I'm like, well, that's a big bottle. That's actually
It's
a
12
big
ounces.
bottle.
I'm with you, because when I ordered it, because on Walmart.com, I thought it was an 8-ounce bottle, a little bottle.
It looks small. Even
And
though
when
they have a big
the
picture.
package arrived, it was this big. I was like, "What the fuck?"
All right.
So
If you go on the Walmart website right now, it actually says out of stock.
I know.
no. Order
But
it
it's
anyway.
not.
Order it
But it's
anyway.
not.
It's not.
Order it
anyway.
Yeah,
It will, and he ships the minute, literally the minute he gets an order, he starts filling it right then and there. So, and Walmart pays for the shipping. So here, get it to you. FedEx got it to me in like a day and a half. So I'd say 2 days at the max from Texas to Florida. So figure it however you want to figure it on that. But now, earlier, Douglas Walter also said something, if you don't mind, Eric. His Holy Grail gun, how about that that PSA pistol we got up on Snowflake Mounter that Alana so graciously helped us with?
35
And
spots still left.
yeah, and there's a lot of spots left. So let's start.
Speaking of that,
yes,
I got a call from Bill, my FFL, and I could have picked it up today on my way home, but I just had too much going on. Tomorrow, after breakfast with the kids, I will be running up and I will be picking up both the lower for the Stalker Steve retro build and the Palmetto State Snowflake Melter, which is the AR-15 chambered in 5.56.
Pistol.
This pistol is basically the same one that my pistol started life out as.
For everyone out there trying to order, it's not letting you order. I understand. Go ahead and give them your alert, your email address for the alert. When you put those alert ones in there, then that gets Walmart off their ass.
yeah, yes, please. For the Boondockers barbecue, if you're trying to order Cobra, as a matter of fact, please do the alert that tells Walmart, hey, you're fucking up. Because, as a matter of fact, David texted me today, said he's going over to Steve's. Actually, he's probably there now, and he's going to try to figure out why Walmart's saying they're out of stock. He's got a whole house full, bottled up and boxed up and ready to go, just waiting on Walmart to get him orders. So hopefully they'll get it all figured out. But I'm telling you guys, it's some really, really, really good stuff. I hope you like it as much as I do. If you don't, you have no taste buds. I'm not kidding, dude.
But that kind of stuff also makes really, really, really good gifts. That's the kind of thing.
Well,
it's just
right, and it's also a great marinade. I mean, and when I say it's sweet, it's to me it's not overly sweet. It has. I've lived in the South. I was born Southern, so when I say sweet, it's not going to rot your teeth. Sweet, it's sweet as in Southern barbecue. It's north. It's like a
It's
cross.
comforting.
Well, it's cross to me. It's a cross between Texas and say Arkansas, Alabama, Mississippi barbecue.
I was
From
glad
here
to
in
see
the
it had
South.
some. I was glad to see it had some color in it. I'm just tired of all the Sweet Baby Ray stuff. All that stuff to me tastes the same. Oh,
Right,
that
yeah,
crap tastes
and
the
I'm
same.
with you. If the only reason I buy Sweet Baby Rays is like if like say the Publix here has got to buy one get one. That's the only reason I get it anymore.
Yeah, but those are all like cheap caramel molasses sauces that
Douglas, you are a naughty, naughty boy.
Oh boy.
But I love it.
Yes, no, I saw that too. I just didn't say nothing.
Hey,
Well, they have
Douglas,
to be up-
God damn it. Do not
Hold
tell
on,
them to
hold
put
on.
my
Put-
labels
come
on
Crooked.
Crooked.
Where's my phone? I'm gonna.
No,
If he has.
Jim.
Oh no, he's already sent it. No, he said he sent it out.
No,
What?
do not
No,
tell
he
that man
it
to
had,
put my
yours
labels
is on. John, yours is actually on the way. I want to say he sent me.
I know, but do
John's
not tell him
John's
to-
label has to be on.
But I will
Crooked
get
and
more, and I do
backwards.
not want my labels on Crooked.
Oh, I'm going to text
They have to
Steven.
be labeled
Ah.
crooked and backwards.
I actually pride myself on the label on labels being straight.
He's gonna have to make the label crooked and the box upside down.
Oh no.
He's gonna have to put the label on the bottom, not the top.
Oh Jesus.
Oh,
Oh,
that'd be a good name of a company for John.
Oh,
Crooked
God.
Label Incorporated.
what the hell?
Crooked Label Incorporated.
Oh, you guys are fucking. I have to sit here and look at Jim's shoulder the whole fucking show with the goddamn crooked thing that he's done, and he just doesn't even know how to pull up a Venetian blind. He just can't get him to pull it up. He will not say, look at it. He's just like, I'm happy. It's crooked.
Yes.
I'm fine.
Very much.
And
Very
I'm
much
not.
so.
Or you get the 2 pictures.
Oh,
Two
see,
pictures.
what is with you guys? Eric's gonna grab a hammer, Nixon will be crooked. No, what the fuck? All right.
So Eric's.
Somebody smacks everybody in the fucking head with something hard.
Hey, look. Now, John, I've been sitting like this so you wouldn't.
I
see
know.
it. But
And
I'm sorry. There's.
I
Now
see,
it's over.
I see the Venetian
Now it's
blind,
over.
but at least you sit with your head in front of that fucking speaker. God, see, oh god, I've always wanted to tell you, Jim. You know what? If you took that tripod and you stood it up straight, it will still stand there. It's got 3 freaking legs. It will actually stand there. Oh, what a
Sun's
dick!
totally
Oh
down.
no!
Oh, it's down.
Oh god! Oh Jesus!
Man
Oh,
down.
it's just. Oh,
Ugh.
fix
Tell
the
me-
tripod.
Tell me
There
he's
you
gonna
go.
like
Oh,
that.
it's perfect, Jim. Perfect. No, just the.
Shut up,
skin
Joey.
off.
It's straight. Stop. Joey,
No, it's not
fine.
straight. It's just a
Joey,
hair
it's
off,
good
but
enough to
great.
make my life
Perfect.
happy. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Wait, you might want.
Wow. What a dick.
Push me back. There you go.
Well, and speaking of which, here's Alana's rifle.
Oh, what an asshole. He had to push that fucking thing back over. It was beautiful for a minute.
Good times. Good times.
Look, well, it's okay. It is a little crooked, but hey, look, I'm on pain. I'm on painkiller called Cooper's Top
Loopy.
Whiskey.
He's
That's
a
why
little loopy right now.
people
John's
always wonder,
drinking
why
beer.
is John gonna be
He's
why is John gonna be
second.
drunk on the show? This is why. This is why.
You just do it on purpose. That's all.
Next thing everyone's
Hey.
gonna have fucking M&Ms and just put them in a bowl and shake them up.
At least the Wookiees.
The
might
Wookiee,
have
the
something.
Wookiee, it looks
Wookiee's
like
on
he's
the
happy.
floor.
He's managed to get up on top of the table.
The Wookiee has mounted the table.
All right, come here, Tilly.
Uh-oh.
All right, hold on. We gotta get Tilly in this shot. There we go.
Oh, there's Tilly.
girl. Oh, I heard Christine.
Oh, Cobra sent me a picture. Cobra sent me a picture of his tools
She's
put
so
away, but one
cute.
fucking screwdriver is turned sideways.
Christine needs a buddy in the backyard. Christine, just so you know.
Why? Why would he send me that?
What did he send you?
Picture of him putting his tools away, and they're all nice and neat except for one fucking screwdriver turned sideways.
So out of place.
Fucking zipper head.
All right, are you good? All right, get down.
At least it was a craftsman, but you could just slide that thing down in the hole. There you go.
Well, they're not craftsmen
Just put it
anymore.
in the
They're
spot.
kobolds.
No, they're not. I know. I'm very disappointed. I was very upset. Walked by at Lowe's, and I saw a craftsman at Lowe's. I'm like, are those real craftsmen? Oh, yeah. I'm like, no, dude, seriously, don't get excited. Are they real
No.
craftsmen? They're not. They're not.
No.
All right, so Eric,
Mm-hmm.
Eric.
Mm-hmm.
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 So we all know what your Grail gun was. Ow! Tilly, stop!
We're gonna have to get Eric his own show. He needs his own show. He really does.
Yeah.
I was trying to involve him into his own show.
I just threw that out there. That was all.
Holy shit.
Is it giveaway time? Are we giving some away tonight?
Yeah, if you want.
Well, I didn't know. I'm asking.
Next caller, 818-532-9773.
Barry's still trying to call in.
I want to know
Jerry's
how many
still.
times.
I
wanna know how
guarantee you,
many times
Jerry's
Jerry's
still
called.
trying. He's still trying right now to call. He's going, I'm telling you, I know these fuckers.
He's gonna fucking kill me tomorrow. I know it.
I
The asshole.
love it.
No, but it didn't work. Yeah, no kidding.
CB wants the tack pack. So does Cobra. Were you
I
going to give a
want the
tack
tack
pack
pack.
away tonight?
Wait.
No,
When was the last
no.
time you did a tack
No,
pack
you
video,
did not. You
period?
didn't tell me you were giving a tack pack away.
No, actually, let me throw a little thing out there for everyone listening. I haven't done a TAC Pack giveaway in
Wow.
over
2
3
months.
months.
Okay.
3. I've got 3 boxes sitting down there. I was thinking about for Christmas combining everything into one box for somebody.
Oh, don't be a
Well,
dick. I mean,
never mind
what?
that. When was the last time you did a tack pack video? Period.
Three months. 3
No.
fucking months.
No, I did. I've
Last
done.
month, right?
I've done every one that I've gotten.
Yeah, he is.
Actually, here's what's weird. is I just got my battle box.
Oh yeah, that was
And
fuck up
I
on that
got
part.
I just Christine would have had it now.
Yeah.
2 or 3 days. I haven't had time because it's right in the middle of the week. I'll be doing my battle box video tomorrow, so it'll be up either after Christine's show or Sunday morning. And I got notified an hour ago that
Mhm.
the next mission shipped. It's like,
You didn't know
Wow.
the fuck up with that one?
what?
What happened
So,
was
yeah.
the Pro Plus knife they didn't get it in time, so you had two options. You could get it without the Pro Plus knife, or you could wait until they actually got the knife in stock and then they sent it to you with the box.
That's why last month was so delayed.
Yes.
So
Okay.
I'm looking at the November tack pack. There's a beanie in there and a stock.
Mm-hmm.
You need to do those. You need to do separate boxes, there, buddy.
Jim wants the beanie. Jim wants the
He
beanie.
wants the beanie box.
And I actually might need that stock. So
Oh.
maybe
Separate
we'll see. We'll see. No, I'm just saying that box. But that looks like there's a. I don't know what that red thing is, but the flashlight. I could use that at work.
Did you say fleshlight?
Flat.
Slightly.
Well, I
Do you,
guess-
do you want it washed off
Dishwasher?
first, or do you want it just as
Yeah.
it is?
I can send you one.
Slightly used.
Yeah, I'm going to use a flashlight at work. I'm going to rub one off on the break time.
Again, I come in the wrong part of the
Hey,
No,
conversation.
Christine, that's
Oh.
not my
Hi,
fault. That's
Christine.
their
Your
fault.
boyfriend's here.
No.
There you go. There's
Hey,
your boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
Brian, Earth to Brian McCown. Earth to Brian McCown. Have you completely lost your fucking mind? Okay, I'm showing. I want the staff to not say anything, but Brian just added this to Stalker Steve's.
Oh,
You
I
son of a
have.
bitch.
He's a dickhead because. Well, no, I don't.
What the fuck?
But
I have half
Wait.
of that. I don't have the other half.
wait for it.
Whoa.
Wait for it to get better.
Yeah, look at what it is.
I can't see. Oh,
Okay, we can't see
Oh,
that. Read that.
shit.
bitch.
Are you kidding me? And I can't
No.
say anything. Wow. Fucking A. Wow.
holy shit!
Wow, you are.
Brian. Wow, dude. Love.
And he says we're not done yet.
What?
I want to have your love child, Brian. Send me.
That
You can only hear that shit here. That is the shit you hear.
That's the whiskey talking right now.
Jim
No,
promising to have Brian
that's
McCowan's love child.
That's
Oh,
Stone
boy.
Cold sober because that shit. He finds stuff I can't even think about.
just so you know, Brian, I'm sharing this right now with Cobra.
No.
Mhm.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, Cobra's. Yeah.
What is that? Okay, why are we laughing?
McFly.
McFly! Okay, don't make me yell like that. That fucking hurt.
That's
Send me a pic.
That's-
Oh, homo.
that's awesome, Brian. You
Yeah, that's fantastic.
I don't know
So-
I don't know if this is supposed to be privy to information. So if Brian wants to get mad at me, he can. There's this big debate that's been rolling on the proper muzzle device. So Brian has found
Oh, man.
all three that could have been on it, and he's going to send all of them.
Seriously?
Put them all here. Pick whatever the hell you
So,
want.
so,
Yeah.
so Steve gets to pick which one he
Yeah.
wants on it. Oh,
Very
okay.
good.
Or you could just
That's
Well,
actually
and
awesome,
like
honestly.
Steve
muzzle
said,
brake for an A1.
Steve
M2.
said earlier, this has become his grail. This is.
I was going to
So-
say, which happens to be the topic tonight. This is Steve's holy grail gun.
That's right.
So
and it's
that's
actually
what we're
being
trying to do.
it's actually being built for Steve. So yeah.
Well, actually, CB said 3-prong, but there's actually 3 different muzzle,
there
muzzle
is.
devices that were on
Right.
A1. So yeah,
I had an A1 issued, and I did not have a 3-prong.
Yes, and two different kind of 3 prongs, and then of course the full on bird cage.
Yeah, the bird cage is what I had, and I had an A1, then I had the A2, then I got the freaking the nightmare version when they sent us the A3 with the 3-round burst, which sucked ass.
So yeah, Smile Money's really awesome. 10 minutes, and we don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Guess what? Smile Money doesn't include.
Smile Money, it was awesome. It was amazing. It was so
It's
bad.
great.
You just want.
We will tell you this, Smile Money. It will be worth the wait. So
That's right. Yeah.
trust us.
It
will be worth the wait.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! And then Brian just told me the other items that he just ordered for it.
Oh my god!
Will you stop?
Well, we can't talk about it on the air, so don't do anymore.
Stop.
Then I'm going to side with Smile Money and go, 45 minutes later, we have no fucking idea what they're talking about.
And you're 10 minutes and 11 seconds in. You need to give away one of your fucking tack packs.
That's
No,
right.
no, I can't.
Well, then a battle box.
No, I already gave the battle box away.
Well, then how about a
Whoa,
fucking...
whoa! You gave the.
How about your Mosin? What?
Wait, hold
What?
on. When did you get the battle box?
I'm as soon as I'm done doing the video, I'm giving it to my brother-in-law.
What
Oh,
knives
what a
were in
dick.
it? Let me live vicariously.
If you watch my video, you would know.
Joey, I haven't watched a few of your videos recently. You know why? I'll tell you why.
Because I suck.
No, because you keep trying to build this little miniature DeLorean. And I don't want to watch that.
But it's a battle box.
I
video,
don't
so
want
do
to
it.
watch the fucking mini DeLorean build.
Eric, get the fuck off your phone.
I see
talking to
it pop
Cobra.
up. I see it pop up. Joey's got a
He's
video.
in the fucking chat
I look and go,
room.
what is it up? Joey's building the DeLorean. I'm like, I don't want to watch
speaking
the
of which,
DeLorean build.
Cobra, the new shipments should be going out this week.
Oh my god, new shipment of
Oh
what?
my
The
god!
mini
Don't worry
DeLorean?
about it.
Oh my god.
Don't worry about it. He knows what I'm talking about.
So do I. It's a fucking mini DeLorean. It's a $3,000 mini DeLorean you can't drive.
It's not $3,000.
Oh my god, what? $289.75.
Hey.
It's G14 classified.
There you go.
Thanks, Cobra.
So what? I want to know what knives were in that fucking box.
So,
And what's-
wait a minute, hold on. Gunwald says, watch the brew reviews and keep... I ain't got time for that.
Okay, in the one that I have in my possession that I have to do the video for is basically a hunting box. It's all dedicated to if you're like a deer hunter, elk hunter. It has a really high-end skinning knife, lock blade skinning knife. It has a kit with all of the skinning knives and scissors and sharpener and all that kind of
Bone
shit
saw.
in it.
Oh,
Bone saw.
Right, and we know you guys are like pulling down like 15 deer a year.
I don't even.
That's right in my backyard. They come
You
right
got
next to my
you
shed.
got
I
all the way
fucking
Jim
stab them right
just
in the
lays
neck.
that down, and we know you're pulling down 15 deer a year.
Hey, you do what you got to do.
Hey, Jim.
This is why Jim's on this show. Because
He brings
Jim,
a level of
Jim will
reality.
say what everybody else is thinking.
He's like, you're an asshole. He's not using that.
Jim.
No, I in all seriousness, no. His brother-in-law does use that shit all the
Oh,
time.
my
I'm like, I know he does. But I'm not going to give Eric any slack. And fuck off, Joey. We don't care about you.
One
You
of these
live in a
days,
big fucking
one of
sand-
these days, someone's just gonna run up behind Jim and smack him in the back of the head and go, "Eric said, shut up!" And they're gonna run back out.
Oh, and please, dear God, get that on video because that would be hilarious. Because if somebody runs up and hits Jim, if we're out in town and I'm not on base or I'm not going to work or coming from work, and you come up and hit me in the back of the head, I'm going to shoot you.
Thanks for being here, Mike.
You just see someone gonna run up and go, "Eric said, shut up!"
Boom!
I got cocked in the ass by a porta fixer.
Some bitch shot me in the ass.
but I got a video.
Oh my god! I got a video. It's on video.
It's gonna go viral.
I got shot.
I seen it. I seen that shit.
If you're gonna hit me in the head, I'm gonna drop, turn, and shoot.
Hornifex just shot Joey because of the ass.
Good night, Mike. Mike's leaving the chat room. Good night, Mike.
Have a good one, Mike. Oh my heavens!
Otis says we all need a shot of anything. Trust me, I need a shot right in the back of the fucking jaw because this shit hurts like a motherfucker.
All right, open your mouth and say ah.
Fuck off.
Oh Jesus! As soon as he's dead, he's like, $5, please.
$20 is $20.
And it ain't the fucking truck stop, so kiss my ass.
Joey overshot the molars. Oops.
I hit the little punching bag in the back of his throat.
I didn't know that little thing would shoot that far.
It's an over and under.
Hey, at least I got good aim on something.
No, you didn't win. Sorry about your damn luck.
Oh my heavens!
Actually, the whiskey's kicking in pretty good. I'm going to feel this tomorrow, though.
Oh, it's gonna be hurting.
And not a hangover either.
So I wake up. Oh, motherfucker!
Tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up and go, oh my God!
Tilly,
remember
give me a whiskey.
Remember last night when you were laughing all night? Yeah. Son.
Remember when you couldn't talk at 8:35 when you first got onto the chat, and then at 10:17 you were like, you know, a half bottle of whiskey later. Yeah. Guess what? We are your muscles. We're gonna tell you to go get fucked.
That's gonna happen too.
Oh man.
Ed Dog.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Oh, all right.
Wait a minute, hold on. I see this now.
The Ed Dog tags. I've already had them priced out, done. I'm all set to roll. I actually got an incredibly great deal on them. I can get them at any minute, at any time.
So who said what?
Cobra said.
I missed.
Oh, he said alone with.
Status. Yes.
No, he said AWC, so he's not talking to me. I'm sorry.
Oh. Well, no, the one before that's where I was.
I thought I was the one. I thought I was the one that was handling Ed's dog tags.
Who?
Me.
You are.
Right. Well, I think there's a misunderstanding somewhere.
No, we tasked you with ordering those because you were doing the holders for them.
Right.
So we were just trying to do a one shop, thing to save money and time and everything.
I see. I see where Chris said I was never told to order them. Okay, great. So then I can go ahead and speak. I didn't want to jump over the top of Chris if he thought he was doing something there. No, I'm all set. I'm ready to roll, Cobra. Oh, Chris, stop it. Well, I guess I'm not needed anymore. What the hell's that?
Oh, for fuck's sake. I will refrain.
Stop.
The fuck ever. Anyway.
No, the stuff for Ed, I've already got it all set. It's all priced out. It's all ready to roll. We just got to figure out. He's got to go hang out in the corner of his puppy. Okay. But yeah, so I'll be able to do the whole entire thing, so you can actually put it on your rifle. It'll come with one dog tag, all the gear. I guess we're gonna do it. We guess we all agreed, right? I'll do it with the wrench. The wrench will be included, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So it'll be the whole entire kit and caboodle. It'll come with your Allen wrench, everything all together, and it'll all be in one piece.
You really don't want to start with me, asshole.
All right, everybody behave. Come on, Jesus Christ. I gotta walk out of the room and get more beer, so I I don't want to come back to everybody.
You got some more of that old
that
shit?
$5
Hey,
shit.
listen!
That's
It's $5.99.
Out
Hey,
of
look.
date as of the second.
Look,
You know what?
man,
You guys all know how cheap I am, and you damn well know that if everybody had been in the same exact store, they would have come and got me. John, what? That guy says he's got beer for $5.99. Everybody would have come and got me. You went, John, what? Buy that beer. Eric would have spent $25 on 3.
Hell yeah.
Everybody would have been pointing at me, going, John, that's $5.99. It's a 15.
That's $5.99 for a 15er. That's out of date.
Yeah, you know.
That's-
About it. Hey, that's just oh my god! I was laughing my ass off inside. I'd never heard of that before. All right, what do we got here?
I don't know.
Speak, Eric. Speak.
I was gonna ask the we were talking back to the subject at hand with the someone comes to you and says, okay, you can get something made. What if that item was a pistol? I mean,
what?
now is there something that you'd like, say, something special? And I mean, Jim can rattle off a whole lineup.
Me. It's gonna
Smith
be
and Wessons and shit, but
it's gonna be a nickel coat 1911. That's gonna be me.
I was gonna ask, because I mean, when you think about a custom pistol, most of the time my brain immediately goes to a 1911.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna. I've seen the nickel, some of the really great nickel work they do, but I don't want that that looks like freaking chrome. I want that really actual nickel look. You know what I'm talking about? I want that that dull nickel look. Oh yeah, and a set of 1911s, and I want a set. I don't want one.
With sequential serial numbers.
Oh yeah, I want a lefty and a righty. Oh yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, if you really want to blow the load on 1911s, why don't you get that matching set that was made out of the meteorite?
Oh Jesus Christ! Are you high?
They were like, what, like $1.5 million? Well, hey, if someone's
Can
gonna
you
come,
imagine if I was standing going, "Hey Eric, here's something funny." We could have had the entire gun, the gun city, and the range, and everything. But instead, guess what I did? What? I bought these two.
They're made out of a meteorite.
Boy, there would be a lot of people going, I just want to hold them for a
know
minute
what?
and then beat you in the
Fuck
fucking head with
Guntown.
a
I got
piece
these
of shit.
meteorites in my hands.
I can just imagine the look on John's face. John, you know how my economic life has been shit lately, and I'm trying everything to turn it around. Well, guess what?
No, I would fucking be screaming.
Look what I just got.
I would be losing my
Serial
shit.
Sequential serial numbers. These were fucking a meteorite,
And
motherfucker.
you can just
I got-
hear me going, do you know what you could have fucking done? You
No, I
motherfucker."
like how his selling point was they were sequential serial numbers. not the fact they were made from a meteorite first. No, they were sequential.
There were
serial
sequential numbers. Hang on a minute. Let me get Jim and we'll say it together at the same time. Fuck you, idiot. What the fuck?
And Poco
That
Loco,
was
you can shove
sequential.
your high point up your ass.
That was sequential.
He wants a
Oh, my
custom high point. Now, hey, let's not be squashing on anybody's dreams of a custom high point.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did get several pictures sent to me of mine bedazzled.
Oh my god.
So-
I need more beer. I have to get more beer.
Now, John Solar, before he already left. So.
That's not the first time I've heard Eric say something
Hey,
bedazzled.
Just to let everybody know, John Solar's beer story was not PPR. I know, shocking as it may be,
Not even close to PBR.
it's not even. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
All right, not even close in the name. How about that?
In the name, there you go.
Yes.
All right, I'll give you that one. But Eric, my Holy Grail guns. Imagine what they are.
Huh.
Huh? It was a question, not a question. Answer a question.
Smith and
Asshole.
Wesson 610.
No.
High point bedazzled.
Oh, you're getting with red rubies. You're a dickhead. You are such a dickhead. No, my holy Grail guns are all the 44 mag and the 44 auto mag that was used in every Dirty Harry movie. That is my holy grail gun.
That. Well, as long as you're adding to it, you might as well get every one of those. Was it the Willoughby that Bronson ever had in the Death Wish series?
No. Sorry, no.
You don't like that gun?
I'm not saying I don't like it. My holy grail guns are no shit. The original, the ones he used in the movie, the 44 mag, the 29, and the 44 auto mag.
I bet you can find them in a safe in his house somewhere.
I'm sure, and that's why they're my holy grail guns, because he's never going to get rid of them.
Because if I was him, I'd be I'll do that movie for you, but I get to keep the gun.
And fucking A. And those were custom. The 29 after the first Dirty Harry, the 29s were custom made just for him for that movie. They had a custom serial number, everything. Just for trivia's sake.
Well, you were out of the room. I said one gun on my fairly short list of desirables and achievable is the Steyr AUG.
Oh, most definitely. I would love to have one of those.
God. And it was like just a few months ago, it was on Guns and Ammo's front cover. And I was just like...
Oh, trust me, I've been wanting an AUG for the last 10, 15 years, dude.
That and a PS90.
Well, now, PS90...
I've never even held one. I'd probably hate it, but
I held one, and it's cool and everything. It's just, and I love the 5.7 round. You know I do. I think I'd rather have the Steyr AUG.
Well, between the two, yes, I would take the AUG first.
Hey, you know what I just saw in there, which was interesting, was Jolson just said a Holland and Holland.
Very nice gun.
And a Holloway and Naughton is my holy grail gun. Those are both.
Well, I mean, if you really want to get, just down and dirty, the XM25 for me, the hey, fuck you, and fuck everybody in the vicinity. Because that XM25 is the grenade launcher.
Good night, Otis 71.
Wow.
Thanks for being here, my friend.
Good night, Otis.
Later, Otis.
Good night.
Oh, and have a shot, you bitch.
Yeah.
Oh.
He tried to get us, and I already been on the whiskey, so I'm up. You guys are down, so that's on you.
I don't have any whiskey, but that's number 10 right there, so that'll do.
And we're not going to tell them. We haven't told anybody what the brand is. Everybody thinks it's PBR. We told them no.
No, it's not PBR.
Nope.
No.
They're guessing.
This is
Yes.
not PBR.
Yes, J-Dog, it is a grenade launcher. Yes.
Yeah. It is a more than badass grenade launcher.
Fucking A. Like I said, it's fuck you, and fuck everybody.
That's right.
That's why I want one. That, and then the next one down would be the AA-12 fully auto shotgun from Russia.
My favorite is when they did the note that it's anti-personnel. I love that.
Oh yeah, on the grenade launcher.
Yeah,
Anti-personnel. So
anti-personnel.
that says "fuck you" to everybody.
It's like fucking duh. Of all the moments that we were confused, it wasn't about that. Carl Gustav, yeah. AA-12.
Brian, see, Brian's with me. Yeah, the AA-12.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, they actually are going to get release a civilian semi-automatic version of that.
What?
Yes, semi-auto. Matter of fact, I saw a post on that on, oh God, what was it? Guns.com? I can't remember what it was. Yesterday, that said yes, it is. Trump released because Obama had fucking shut all that shit down. Trump, let it all die. So the AA-12, all the Korean 1911s from the Korean War are going to go to the CMP and get released to the public. So yeah, all that stuff's
Oh,
coming.
they're gonna love that because the name actually does contain assault in it. That's the Atchison assault shotgun.
Yeah, it's an assault shotgun, but that's the fully auto version, not the semi-auto.
Right. I'm just saying, but they're gonna. Would you think the libtards aren't gonna fucking call it by that? Of course they are. They're gonna call
the libtards. The libtards don't call anything.
They're gonna be like, it says assault. It says assault, right? No, they're gonna lose their minds.
Well, Brian, will it beat a Benelli M4? I don't know. But the AA-12 is going to come with a drum. I guarantee you. To me, that just makes it badass. It's a proven battle. It's battlefield proven.
Well, it already has. It already has a drum. So all they got to do is make it non-auto. Is all. It already comes with a drum.
Right. It comes with a drum, and in the states that will let you have that.
Right,
Joey.
What?
Yes, you heard me.
No, Joey. No, Joey can have a. Joey actually is allowed in New York. The drum is New York compliant.
Shotgun drum magazine.
Yeah, it's like this. It's an actual drum. Joey gets a shotgun with a little drum. He's the drummer. Come on, that was funny, wasn't it? Come on, give me a break.
Yeah, rumpa-pum.
And-
Sorry, rumpa-pum-pum.
Work with me here. Come on.
Okay, so that was pistols and rifles. I'd have to seriously say my no shit right now. Just cut me a check and get the thing built and on its way to me. Would be the M300 intervention made by Shytech.
Oh my god!
Fucking
Well, yeah, you said Holy Grail.
Yeah.
The effective range of that rifle is over 2,500 yards. And that company had spent so much time in engineering designing the projectile. If you guys remember, unfortunately, he also was taken from us from cancer, was Mac, and his show was Future Weapons. They basically gave him that rifle, and he did a cold bore shot. I believe it was almost 2,000 yards with it. That rifle is. They make the what do they make? Three different models, or four different models of it. You can get it in 300 Win Mag, and that one's only 4,400 without scope on it. Then they make the M200, the M300, and the M300 composite. The 300 composite basically looks like a Macmillan chassis, where the 200 and the 300 are in like one-off, like really futuristic looking frames. But that 408 round is it just like wants to fly. Yeah, we gotta take down the space shuttle. Hand me my Shytech.
Yeah.
Hand me my Shytech. J-Dog said the 408 Shytech.
Right.
Yes.
That's the bastard right there.
All the Shytechs are 408, except for they do make one in 300 Win Mag.
Right.
One model.
Yeah.
Which would have been cheaper if I bought that than the JP.
Yeah. That is
Now,
that is insane.
So we've been saying our Holy Grail guns are real fucking weapons, right?
Yes.
So would John? Joey's
right there with you, and he's ready.
So
to take
I want a pulse rifle from Aliens, because there's a guy that actually made
sci-fi
one.
rifle.
Yes,
Sci-fi
there's a
gun.
guy that actually made a pulse rifle. I think it was 5.56, of course, but it actually counted down rounds and the whole 9 yards. So that's one. The second one I have to say, and then I'm done, is the.
Don't say it. I want to say it. Don't go ahead. You've already taken one of mine.
Are you sure? All right. So the second one, I don't think you you know what this is.
He's not going to say
Is
phaser.
I own one. Is a Kia Rhino from the second Total Recall. Is what Kate Beckinsale was carrying and slung around. Is they modified a Kia Rhino and made it into whatever, and that to me those are the two sci-fi weapons I would love to have.
Okay, fine. I thought you were gonna go with the railgun.
What? No, the railgun is well, they actually have a railgun now mounted to a destroyer.
I had it in a video. that bitch is real. That is a monster gun. That thing is insane.
But
Eric, your sci-fi gun.
Well,
Two guns.
The railgun is somewhat achievable and not too.
Well,
farcy.
not a handheld version, but
no.
okay.
I'd want the handheld one from the Schwarzenegger movie, but of course, my number one would have to be the phaser from Star Trek. The first.
I knew that's where we were going. I knew that's where we were going.
You don't want a phase plasma rifle in the 40mm range.
Brian McCowan wants a phase plasma rifle and 40 Smith & Wesson. What the fuck?
Where the fuck is that? Hold on, I missed that.
That's right before Paco Loco. That's awesome. Can I get a phase plasma and 40 Smith & Wesson?
Full auto gerbil launcher.
Oh my god!
Oh, wow.
So Joey, we have to go to Joey real quick. We Eric, if you will, Joey for the fiction futuristic. What is your Grail gun? What?
Please
How
don't,
about this?
Please don't tell us you already built it.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I may have.
And it's
may
from
not
Ghost.
have.
If it's from Ghostbusters, we're just gonna.
If it's from Ghostbusters, shut the fuck
No.
So, what is your movie gun that you would want to have?
Actually, the one from the Fifth Element where where they shoot the nets. It's got the fire. The
Yes,
like
I know
launcher,
exactly
it's
what
got
you're
the
talking
flamethrower.
Got the it. Yeah, it looks like a penis. I mean, what?
Yeah, it shoots white shit out of the tip.
Yeah. No, from the Fifth Element. Oh, multipass.
Lulo Dallas.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool guns in there. And Bearded CB, I have to admit, Firefly did have a lot of cool guns, but it was like they basically made hybrids from what you could actually get now.
How come nobody has
Yeah,
said
but
the
see,
Jedi
hold
saber?
on.
I mean, Jedi saber. Really, nobody said that. Nobody.
Wait, hold on. We're not to you yet.
Oh, okay. I'll be quiet.
But no, on the Firefly thing, I will agree with Douglas on that. But for me, the only weapon in Firefly would have been Mal's fucking revolver.
Shit.
You know his. You know what I'm saying? Because Vera just looked like an AR-15 or an AR-10. Excuse me. You know, and any of the other, like what was it they used? Zoe had a mare's leg and all that. I'm like, to me, the only gun that was sci-fi was the laser fucking revolver that Mel carried. Because trust me, I know everything about Firefly.
CB said the laser that they went to go steal.
Oh, the Lassiter. I actually have a T-shirt with that on it.
I know Cobra, it's not a gun, but I just, come on. Of all the shit on the world, if you could have anything, I want the fucking lightsaber.
See
But
here,
John,
I want the
go
fucking
ahead,
lightsaber.
Eric. I think Eric's going to say the same thing.
yeah, John holding his fucking lightsaber and me with the phaser would be the scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark. How
telling
cute!
you.
Bam, you're gone.
That's right. Fuck. Come on.
Oh, that's right. You'd be that You'd be knocking
I
my
know, I'd be
laser,
knocking
my
your,
laser.
your face
Yeah,
should be
you
bouncing
guys would be
back all
hey,
over the
swinging
fucking place.
lightsabers.
So, no.
Eric would have a green one. John would have the red one. Who's touching tips? Yeah, okay, go
And
home.
and I would be using the
But
force.
wait a minute. The
I would
whole
be
thing
holding
is-
him down from behind
that's gay.
using the force.
Oh, that's gay. Holding Eric down with his red laser tip. Suck it,
Using
bitch.
the force.
Oh yeah, force it in his throat.
So Eric, we have a thing in the chat room where they say that my show's on Friday, yours, and I guess your show's on Wednesday. I don't.
I guess I don't know how that works.
I thought
the
we
shows
were in
are
the
on
shows
certain
together.
days. That's it.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
what
anyway, but John, the lightsaber, if you don't have the force, you can't stop bullets.
And you can't
Listen,
touch tips.
listen. I don't care what anybody says. Everybody can talk about the gun. I want the fucking
wish
lightsaber.
everybody-
Come on, how do you not want the fucking
I wish everybody could see what we're doing in the chat
We're touching baby tips.
room.
Joey's
right,
actually
who's
touching his own tip, which is kind of fucked up.
Wow,
Steve,
this
Wow, that went gay.
how you doing, baby? You can talk. You can say something.
yeah, that makes sense.
Doing good. That's a lie. But hey, good to see you
Good to see you.
Good to be
and to
seen.
hear you
Thank you.
for the rest
That's
of
a total radio moment there. I like that.
Well, hey, and I'm with Johnny Concho. I want a shark with a freaking laser mounted on it.
Okay, see, this is the kind of shit I'm talking
Shark
about.
with a laser.
If you're gonna get it.
Fucking shark with a laser mounted on it.
I want a
That's-
freaking laser.
I'm telling you, Johnny's got the idea. I
Exactly.
want a lightsaber. Johnny wants a shark with a freaking laser.
John
Let's
wants to touch tips with a
let's do it.
laser.
buy
Oh,
more
God.
sauce. Wait. Bry
more
is more
sausage.
like a
What?
sausage fight. What the fuck?
It's,
I want a donkey with
The
two
red is the
GE
hot.
miniguns mounted on her.
The red is the
it's
spicy
a,
and the
it's
green
a
is the
bunch of
hot.
Air Force jockeys with their fucking dicks in their
Oh,
hands. I
okay,
don't know.
okay.
Oh, jockey in the tip, huh? Jockey in the tip.
Are they making fun of the army guy? Oh my god.
I
The army guy
promise.
wants a lightsaber.
I promise
Just-
it's only going to be the tip.
But no, never believe it, Joey.
Never say how thick the tip
Joey,
was.
I'll be using
What?
the force, so it
Yeah,
won't
force
just
the
be.
tip in his
It
mouth.
just won't be the tip.
Oh man, can we imagine if we had the time to make a spoof video and Joey reaches for his side and pulls out a dildo saber.
See, yeah, because Poco goes, nobody wants a tactical dildo.
With the 4,000 lumen light
With
bulb
the, with the 4,000 lumen laser on it.
That's right. Fully rechargeable.
so you can see exactly where it's going up the bunghole.
And you can recharge it from
That's
your
right.
USB.
That's right.
Rokova Burnout
It's a
says,
rechargeable 18650 battery.
Ro-
On a high, you get 40 hours. On a low, you get 1,000 hours of lumination.
Look, as seen on TV, you can see it 2 nautical
Miles
miles
away.
away.
And Joey flies up in a chopper and drops the dildo and it fucking bounces.
I can see it from here.
Good God.
I can see it across the pond, all the way across the pond.
Where are you? I am hovering above the.
Hold on a minute, I'm gonna drive this dump truck over it.
It comes. Douglas said it comes with an asshole.
Oh
my God.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm hurting myself.
I did my fucking.
Jim's gonna be totally screwed in the morning.
That tactical dildo.
My
see
jaw
Jim's-
hurts.
He's got an infected tooth.
Gun Wild Run, you're right. The booze is running the show.
My jaw hurts so fucking bad right now. Oh my god.
It sounds like he's whimpering at a different show.
See, John, did you miss the comment where Real Cool Burnout says that space docking with John Solar's tip?
Oh my god.
Yeah, we missed that one.
Oh my god. Yes, just the tip.
It would be like Jay and Silence Bob Strikes Back with the cock knocker.
Cock knocker.
Holy moly. Oh my god. Okay, that was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. I have to say something.
It's not over yet, Jim.
All you fucking moral motherfuckers in the chat room, kiss my ever-loving white ass. Every goddamn, every fucking one of you.
Yee, I heart, here we come.
Yeah.
Just the tip I heart.
Oh, man. Another week, I'm disqualified for iHeart.
Damn, we were
Did I
so
get
close,
on-
too.
I know. We were so close.
Here, here.
Almost
Well,
made it.
maybe this will help the chat room. Jim will not be on next week's show. No, seriously, Jim will not be there because Jim's going to be in Orlando
That's right,
watching concerts.
And getting footage.
Okay.
Everybody does this to me. I'm going to be the most amazing place next week in the whole wide fucking world. It's
Fuck
crazy,
yeah.
crazy.
Dude,
Great, you have a
it's-
camera? Absolutely, get footage.
It's one of the
I
most
Yeah.
one of the most amazing tours this summer. It's in this moment, hailstorm and New Year's Day. Oh my god!
Get
Hailstorm.
footage!
Fucking bitch.
And I'm front row left.
Hide a 4K
If
camera
he
in
doesn't
your
bring
ass.
back any footage, wait till you see the ugly bitches I'm
I will. Fuck.
gonna wait till you see the skank that's gonna be running around on Chip's videos.
Okay, go ahead.
There's gonna be the ugliest shit you've ever seen.
Hey,
Oh
Joe,
my lord.
John, have I told you how much I hate you lately?
In the bush.
In the bush.
In the bush.
In the bush. In the bush.
Oh my heavens.
Oh,
What do you-
yeah.
What do you get?
Gilf-
Hailstone?
The
What do
Gilf, the Gilf Hunter goes to Orlando.
No, these aren't. No. No. Well, there might be some gilfs there because, they've been around for a while. I don't know. But.
You can see Jim.
You guys are assholes!
Excuse me, is this your walker?
Oh. So, hey, Eric, you know how I told you I had a bottle of Skull vodka for you?
No, don't.
Here it is.
Oh,
there's the skull. There's the skull, Eric. That's all you get, motherfucker.
That's why it's $5.99 a bottle.
No, that was the ocean was $5.99 a bottle. This skull was $11 for this.
Ooh. It's like an anal bead.
And I even had him
No
put a
comment.
And I even had him put a bow on it for you. So fuck off.
An anal bead with a bow. Take it up your ass, bitch.
And if that ocean vodka bottle shows up empty, I don't know what happened to it.
Wow, the vodka tastes like water.
Yeah, for some
asshole.
reason.
I
it just tastes like
don't
water.
know what happened to it. It was heat shrunk and everything.
I swear to God, it was sealed when I sent it to you. I don't know what the postal service did.
God damn it! I need some more. I gotta get another bottle of whiskey. God damn, this shit hurts.
Another bottle? Oh, yeah. 10 minutes left.
Taco
and we're-
Loco says, Jim says, I decided to lay off the food for a bit and go on the booze.
Yeah, Gone Wild. I'm an expert.
Oh my heavens! Oh my gosh!
Well,
Dude, that went
Really?
right.
Real Cobra burnout. The plane will land abruptly when it runs out of fuel. That was fucking 35 minutes ago.
The plane will land as soon as it hits the mountain in front of it.
We're still just holding it in the air, going, "I can't believe this bitch is still flying."
yeah, amazing the progression: pistols, rifles, futuristic rifles, anal beads. Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
Who knew?
It's the show.
I never knew they were on the same category.
I know.
We all knew.
Which, if you're sure it's the gun, I think it's the one from the Fifth Amendment. How about the anal beads? What?
Like my favorite email about this show. I'm not really sure what the show was about. I laughed my ass off, but why did you guys switch in the middle and go to
You guys had a good topic. You
I
were
was
doing
like,
guns
what the
and
hell are you
issues and
talking about?
anal beads?
Oh my god. We did something about what the hell was it? Somehow or other wound up on Joey at a fucking truck stop, and they were like, why did you switch in the middle of the show to this poor kid in the truck stop?
He was homeless. He needed some help. He had to make some money. Poor bastard.
Oh my heavens, yes.
He
we've
needed
had some
the
interesting emails.
Little boy blue. He needed
20
the
bucks
money.
is 20 bucks.
That's right. Oh my heavens.
Oh, God.
Shh,
Oh,
he's
Jim's
back.
In the skull. In the skull. In the skull.
Y'all think this is funny? I know where you fuckers live.
Yeah, but oh,
I got a week. I got 12 days off at the end of the year. I
Remember,
got plane ticket.
I'm totally
I got
protected.
plane tickets.
I am totally protected because you get off the plane, turn around, your nuts would suck into
Yeah,
your
freeze
throat.
your
You
ass
goddamn
off.
back. You get back on the fucking plane.
fuck this shit. I'm cold. I'm going home.
I own a jacket.
He'd get off the plane, look at the first person, go, you know John? You know John? Yeah. He'd just fucking punch you in the face and give him that. Give him that.
Give this to him.
Get off the plane in Maine going, you know John Solar? Yeah, he lives up the street. Punch him in the fucking face. I'm going back.
I'm going back home.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Now, I've been to Minnesota and on New Year's, as a matter of fact, New Year's Eve. I've been there in the coldest part of the fucking year. So
Oh, yeah.
I think I can handle Maine. I think I can handle fucking New York.
New Year's is not the coldest
Not
part of
making
the year.
My little leprechaun
Can
on
you
you.
imagine Jim
Steve,
in New
Yeah.
York
Steve,
City
it
on
is
New
for
Year's?
me.
On
Okay.
New Year's in New York City. Fucking yelling at the top of his lungs, Joey!
Oh, yeah. I'll be up in New York in Times Square. They're going to be like, everybody's dropping the ball, all the different, TV station. I'm going to be standing in the middle going, Joey!
Hey! That's exactly how it goes, too.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I'll be in the middle standing, gay pirate! Gay pirate!
You know Joey?
All right.
Hey, come here. You know Joey? What? Looks like a fucking gay pirate. You know Joey?
I know that guy. All right. I know for a fact it's 29 degrees here. Jim will get off the plane and turn right back around.
Motherfucker, please. All right.
That was awesome. Motherfucker, please. That's what he'd be saying when he got off the plane. Motherfucker, please. Let me back on the plane. Let me back on the plane.
Fuck this shit. It's too cold. I'm going home.
Did you hear it?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
And Smile Money says, I can't find Alex. Alex doesn't want to be found.
No, he doesn't.
I know where Alex lives. I also know what Alex still has in his safe, so I'm not going out there.
It's 19 degrees here with the wind at 12 miles, so it feels like it's 4.
Ooh. A brush
Yeah.
4.
We have 1 degrees right now.
All right, cool.
Nice. You're still above positive.
Oh, my
Above positive.
I love how
I'm above
Negative.
positive. Joey, did you really just say that?
You're positive right now.
That's like
I'm
Joey
making
being
it.
stopped. That's like Joey being stopped for DUI in Georgia. You're still above positive.
I still got you, mister.
No, Joey getting stopped in Georgia's like, hey man, why is that Cavalier going that fast?
How'd you get that Cavalier to go that
Nah,
quick?
Cavalier, you fucking retard.
I didn't
stuck
know
that
a
GTO
Chevy I didn't know a Chevy POS could go that fast.
Did you stick them stickers on there? Did you stick them stickers on there?
That's 3M tape, you fucking retard.
Wait a minute, hold on. Jocelyn just sent me a text on it. I
Oh.
parked at your ex's place last night. Come and go. Pretty much, yeah.
I told him they spelt it wrong.
What? KUM?
Yeah.
CUM.
No, it's KUM because that bitch is a cunt.
Oh, see you next Tuesday, huh?
And that's why she's driving a fucking Beamer around my house going, you're still paying for this.
See, me and Greg
Every
were
time
talking
she goes
about
by.
it. We're
Oh
thinking.
no! Are you saying?
as a-
Did you say a Beamer? That's what
She-
my.
oh,
That's
dude,
what
she
my.
does-
That's
I
what
like
my
to
ex
beam
is.
her.
My ex
Dude,
is
she's
driving
driving a
735.
$60,000 Beamer past my house. every
My ex
Sunday.
is driving a fucking Beamer too. Like that. That's just. That's like wow. That's like bad stuff for guys.
Well, cunts of a feather live together.
I'm telling you.
Oh my god.
The worst part was my barber. His daughter has a goddamn hairdressing salon right across the hall from him. I was actually sitting there one day, and all of a sudden I heard that annoying fucking voice. And I stuck my hand on the corner and went, son of a bitch, she's in there. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Looked outside, there was my 735 sitting right there.
Oh,
Snow
look, I
White
thought-
735.
Now, I will talk a lot of shit about my ex-wife, and she's my ex. Can we say this on live TV?
Say whatever
You're
the
not
fuck
on.
you want. You can say whatever you
You're
want.
you're not on Spotify.
Wait
You're
a second.
not
Let
on-
me get my iHeart application out.
I was
Go
gonna
ahead.
say, you're not on iHeart or Spotify or anything else. That fucking
There you
cunt.
go. Go ahead. Put it out there.
Now look. No, she did put up with my fucking abusive ass, and I will say this, because I was not the nicest of person when I was younger. Younger, not now, and not recently, but I was not the nicest of people when I was active duty and gone all the time and come home and go, what the fuck are you been doing for the last 6 months? But I'm not proud of that, nor do I claim it. I own it. I was a dickhead. And she gets half my pension. That doesn't mean I have to like it. Okay?
Zip. Smell this.
Right, exactly. Yeah, yeah, you're right. I fucked that bitch in Spain. I fucked that bitch in France. I fucked that bitch in Israel. And I fucked that bitch in Brazil. So fuck off. So,
Tis what it is.
it is what it is. Yes, very much so.
Smile money. What are we supposed to rename the show? The Divorce Crew. Joey, are you part of it? You're not part of that crew
No.
yet.
Not yet.
Optimistic.
There's
Wow,
still
he
time.
sounded so
Well, hey,
optimistic.
Joe,
I am
I
the
will
leader.
do.
I am the
Hey,
leader because
Yes, John is
Wait,
I am
number
but the
one.
only
I'm number two.
experienced. I am the
Wait,
most
The
experienced.
only difference is, though,
motherfucker here.
I said one and done. That's it. If it happens, that's it. Never again.
Yeah, don't say that because I did it too.
Yeah, I said that 5 times, Joey.
Yeah, and I've learned from other people's mistakes.
Yes,
What?
Brian, global pussy. Yes.
What? That chicks dig me for a while?
Oh my god, that's fucking funny.
Chicks really dig me for a while.
Yeah, oh, you got me there.
Dude, that was so awesome, Joey. They chicks dig me. Yeah, for what?
A while.
Hey, Joey, you better hold that one because you ain't got a chance at anything else. Because we're now. When you got married, what year did you get married, Joey?
2010.
Okay, so however cool you were in 2010, that's the cooler you're ever going to be.
Yeah, but I've been with this girl for 14 years.
Okay, so 14 years ago,
All
however
right,
cool.
let's just say 2004.
Okay, so in 2004, however cool you think you were, that's all you're going to ever be.
Yeah, but I got a Cavalier.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
And repeat again what Jim just said.
I got nothing.
Joey's like, I have an Opel GT. Do you?
Wait, come on. Let's John. Let's stay in brands, John. Let's stay in brand, John. Oh, wait a minute. Brian McCowan said you got a Cavalier Z24.
I have a Z24.
Did you hear Steve?
Jimmy,
Did you hear
do
Steve?
you?
You got a Z24. Steve went.
Oh, my fucking ribs hurt.
There you
Was
go.
it a wait a minute. Hold on.
I
Go,
have a
John,
T-top,
go.
I have a T-top Cavalier. Do you?
But you're mistaken.
Oh my god. Joey, I would so call my car a Grand Am over a Cavalier.
Oh man. Yeah, but I shut your ass up, so that's all. That's all I got.
Hey, props, Joey. There's the high five, Joey, right there, man.
Right there.
That was awesome.
It worked.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, I get a good one every now and then.
Okay,
I'm
so
good for the next month.
are you staying on the air? Because I'm going to get more beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
get some more of that $5.99 shit.
Hey,
Yeah.
fucking
So
piece of
you better
shit.
use
was
it up.
awesome.
Better use it up before it
Hey,
goes
man,
bad.
Whenever
He's
somebody
got-
says the beer went
It
bad
went bad
3
after the
days ago,
second.
fuck it, I'm buying it.
Look, he's got 30 of them. Leave him alone.
That's right.
And he's
And
taking.
the Opel GT.
Oh, and by the way, John Solar, that is a motivated haircut. And anybody who's been in the military knows exactly what I'm talking about. It is a motivated haircut. Let me tell you.
Shit, yeah.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, where'd this show go? Off the tracks, bitch!
Okay. Maybe I should have had him press the button before he left.
Enter the code, goddammit! Oh shit. Oh shit, oh shit.
Hey, we asked you if you were going long.
You wanna go long? Yeah, in my pants.
Jim laughs like you and I do when we get going. I did not know that.
Wow, this victory is really good.
Really, Steve, you and I were really drunk at the last fucking Shootapalooza, brother.
Oh, me?
Yes, both of us.
Oh, no, I was not really drunk. You
really?
definitely were.
Oh, okay. Is that how it's going to work?
Oh, you were so drunk you don't want to remember.
You haven't
Two-fisted.
seen really drunk.
Oh, you're talking to a 20-year sailor. I think I know what really drunk is.
Oh, he knows what really drunk is. 2 fists in the hole. 2 fists in the hole.
I'm a bottle and a half down, brother.
What are you, Macho Man?
You are a pro.
Brother. What?
That would be Hulk Hogan, you dumbass. Not.
Yeah,
If it was Macho Man, I'm a bottle and a half down. Ooh, yeah. And everybody in the chat room is like, I don't know where the fuck this show went.
yeah, it went bye-bye a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody said hi, Chris. Oh, thanks.
Oh, your voice has changed. sound kind of manly.
that was Jolson.
Yeah, J-Dog, I'm really drunk because I'm in real pain, so I don't feel it anymore.
Oh, Jim should take a video when he wakes up tomorrow morning of how he feels.
No.
Right.
Jim's not going to the gun show to work tomorrow. Let's put it that way.
Ooh.
It'll be what's in
Jim-
the glass.
Just lay at home on a bag of ice.
Jim already texted Florida Custom Weapons and went, I ain't gonna be there.
Not gonna happen.
My mouth hurts.
And they're gonna go, all right, let me go back and listen to the show. Oh yeah, all right.
Yeah, we understand.
Eric, can I go pee?
See you, Brian.
Sure.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Can you?
May I?
Mother May I? What?
So Eric,
Uh-huh.
on the snowflake motor, the pistol, we got how many? Do you know off the top of your head how many we got left on it?
Yep.
35.
45? 30? 45?
Yeah.
How many
So
was
fi-
it total? 60?
15.
50?
50? Oh, wait. I'm sorry. 35.
50 spots, there's 35 left.
Sorry. He's right. Joey's right. God,
All
I
right,
hate
so
saying-
50,
I
we
hate
got
Oh,
saying
35
that.
page
left.
John to say that.
I hate
We got-
saying that.
Oh my god.
My God.
Yeah, sold 15 so far. It's just a slow start because Christmas. It's the month of
What?
Christmas and all that.
And I understand, but I think it's a phenomenal pistol. And I gotta be honest, I got a refund from Loot Crate for Firefly because they haven't sent me one in almost a year. So, guess what?
How many?
I am going to send you some money. And
An awesome thing I want to mention is Alana, someone who's
Yes, Alana's-
supported so fucking much of what we've done. She was actually sitting here with me. We were sitting here just bullshitting, and she was like, "So tell me, how do you guys like raise money?" I was like, "You know what? Sometimes we do this. What? We have somebody who's willing to sponsor something, and they'll be willing to I'll buy the gun." We give them back the gun money, but it's just we need somebody to buy the gun. Can you go buy it? She was like, well, I'll do that. Hell yeah, I'll do that. I'll do it twice in a row. So she's gonna do 2 of these for us. So I'm awesome. Unbelievable.
so, what the hell's going on with PayPal?
If you're wondering what it is a Palmetto State Armory AR pistol. It has a 7.5-inch barrel. The barrel profile is heavy. It's chromoly steel, nitrate finish, 1 in 7 twist.
No Cobra. Not
John.
all Cobra.
John.
Okay. Yes. All right. Awesome.
As a
Oh my God, that was the racist I just shown.
flash hider Cobra.
Ow.
Per slot. John, per slot.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And
I
it
want to
has
make.
the,
I want to make sure.
And it has the shockwave brace on it and flat dark earth.
Mm.
Like I said,
It's
Oh.
cool as hell.
I'll be able to show it in the next brew review because I will be picking it up tomorrow. I could have picked it up yesterday, but I was kind of waiting on because I knew that Stalker Steve's lower was supposed to be hitting Bill, and it did. And I could have ran up and picked it up tonight, but I had just too much stuff going on. So I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow after breakfast with the kids, so I can show everybody it live in the brew review. And like I said, it's here's what I can tell you. Some people, when they're spending their money, they absolutely want to buy the most expensive and supposedly the best of this and the best of that. The Palmetto State is this is exactly what my AR pistol is. And of all the things I own, I don't own a rifle or a pistol that has been more abused than my AR pistol.
Oh, your
and
AR pistol's been tore the hell apart. Those damn
I was
shit.
gonna say, and I can attest to that abuse because I've put for 3-4 years I put abuse on that pistol at Shootapalooza, so I know.
And
It,
I've
for
never
a
had
fact, it's
I've
good.
never had anything go wrong with it. It's and like I said, it's such a nice little platform. And granted, I've slowly swapped out things because my goal was to see how flat shooting you could possibly make an AR-15 pistol. I mean, by design, it's a rifle cartridge, so it is honestly, and of course, NIHAP can contest to this. I remember having conversations with a few of you guys, especially NIHAP, and I said, I don't get what this craze is of these AR pistols. This was like back when they had just started happening.
Right. Well, no, I agree.
You guys remember, you take a regular buffer tube and wrap it in paracord or dunk it in Joey's butt. But, you do. Sorry, Joey, that just slipped out.
What's my ass got to do with this?
So, needless to say, it was a really good deal on one, and I was kind of encouraged to give it a try. And right now, I would not let that slip out of my safe. It's not just that I enjoy using it. It's like if I bring up a few guns and lay guns out on the table, that is usually always the first thing that somebody asks me if they can shoot. And if you watch the latest videos of when Jeremy Pre-Dawn Death and Caitlin were up here, and you watch Caitlin shooting it, it just makes me feel good to know that I have an AR, a pistol, an AR pistol chambered in 5.56 with a 7.5-inch barrel on it. And if Caitlin's not exactly a big person. And
no, she's a little girl.
Yeah,
that's straight up.
And she doesn't move at all when she pulls the trigger on that. So if you want to take this as it is and have fun with it, I know you'll have fun with it. If you want an awesome platform to slowly build off of, hell, I still have the original handguard on it. I was offered one up from from Odinworks, but I didn't want to do it because I like the fact that it's kind of squared off, just like the new one. The new one is actually made by Midwest Industries, and it's a very sexy, very sexy. I'm guessing that's a 5.5-inch handguard on there, more than likely. Probably and I never took my original handguard off, even though there's much more smaller, rounder, thinner. Blah.
I think
blah,
it looks
blah.
great. I like the way it looks completely. I think it looks fantastic. I think it's a great. This is a perfect opportunity for somebody. And by the way, every time somebody gets involved. We've had one person or two people now. Yeah, two people that have bought a bunch of tickets that have done it. But before that, it was just like everybody who bought one, maybe two tickets, who got involved. They were the ones who won it. So,
well, and again, now I will to reiterate on that. Alana, who did this pistol, Alana has been in on the Justin's Final Mission YouTube build I did years ago.
Yep.
She's been on all the Snowflake motors and not won any. Nope. And she finally, a Kenyan actually won the prepper bag, if you will, the shit hits the fan bag. And then she won the 7.62 I have right here. I apologize. I haven't sent it out. I was waiting on her info. She's been working 2 jobs, so it took her a minute to get it back to me. That will be going out Tuesday to her. So,
yeah, it's. I was very, very thrilled to have them come here and say, "Hey, what can we do to help?" I mean, so I loved that. I thought that was amazing. I was very thrilled.
Oh yeah, and again, why are we doing this one? Well, she was nice enough to help, so we will get her funds back for helping.
Very much so. Yeah.
No interest, but that's her. That's
Well, I
that's
know,
the way
but
this
to have
works.
somebody, and for me personally, to have somebody go, so what are you guys doing? How do you do this thing for Ed? It's like, well, and I sit down and explain the whole thing we do. Is like, well, I'll do that right now, and then to jump on board, and she doesn't know Ed. She knows that I know Ed.
She never met. She never talked. She never watched.
She knows that I know. She knows that I know Ed and how much Ed meant to me, but nothing else. But she wanted to be a part of something that was helping somebody else. So I mean, there's a lot of great people out there, and there's a lot of great ways that people help other people. This is a very specific one that we do. It's something that we do that it helps. It's helped a lot of people. It's helped Mr. Holster. It's helped Ed's family. It's helped.
Speaking of Mr. Holster, I raffled off on Showtake Motor a rifle, and for this 7.62 to Alana, she won it. Mr. Holster's already got his funds. The funds got sent to him right away. So what we do with this gets there. I don't want anybody to think that we're just, you guys are just doing this to get our money. No. Ask Mr. Holster, did you get funds?
Oh, yeah.
And he'll tell you. So.
And also, there's a lot of people that
by the way, it's not a straw purchase. All of this goes through FFLs.
Right.
100%.
Only.
So I don't want anybody thinking this is we're doing some backyard fucking deal. That's bullshit.
No.
And a matter of fact,
I think he was just joking.
I know he was. I want anybody and this isn't on Cobra because he's the one who made the comment. I don't want Cobra thinking I'm picking on him. No, not at all. I want any of the 3-digit or 4-digit fucking agencies thinking we're doing something illegal here. Everything is above board.
Yeah,
everything. Please come look to see what we're doing here. So and again, I don't want Cobra to think we're I'm not picking on him. And also Jolson, I didn't buy 10, I bought 6. So John, you have 3 more from me.
Yep. Okay. No, we know Cobra. We know.
Cobra, like I said, I don't want you to think I'm not picking. I just want everybody out there who's listening, all those 3 and 4, digit fucking agencies. We are above board. We're not trying to do anything illegal here.
No, but
go back and
we've already had. Trust me, guys. I've already had people contact me. So yeah, everything's beautiful. Everything's fine. Nothing's happening.
Yes. No, and I know nothing's happened because we're above board.
Right. There's no wrong that can happen as long as everything is done the way it's supposed to be done, and that's the way it's done, and that's it.
Now, Eric, J-Dog's about that 5906. I think, he's up there close to you, buddy.
Yeah.
Did you see the look on his face?
Then he better find his own 59.
Yeah, he's like, and so you don't need to stop by at all. There's no reason for you to come by here at all.
J-Dog, I was trying, buddy. I was trying.
He's like, J-Dog, I don't have beer. I don't have beer.
That frickin' 5906 is an absolute tap driver.
Yeah.
And he shot it, so that's why he's
exactly. That's why he's like, and I know he's watching my videos going, hey, you got more than one. Yeah, you're right. I got more than one. There's a reason for that. I don't have a lot of Smith & Wesson doubles, but the ones I do, there's a reason. So, yeah. Now, I got to be honest, on my as far as Smith & Wessons go, if I could have all the doubles I wanted, there's a lot of revolvers I would love to have doubles of.
610.
I don't have a 610. But
if you were going to double, you would have a double.
If I could have one in a double, it'd be a 610, yes. But the 686, I don't own a 586. I tried to get one. Ed wouldn't give it up. Bless
Breathe,
his soul.
breathe,
He-
breathe,
he-
breathe,
Yeah,
breathe.
he wouldn't give it up. Hey, I don't blame him. He, that's a phenomenal revolver. But I got to be honest. One of my not holy grail, but one of my collection holy grails is the revolver that's chambered in 22 TS or TCW. What is it? TCW
Yeah.
or WRF? Winchester, whatever the fuck rifle round it is. Smith & Wesson actually made one revolver, and I think there was only 2,800 made in WRF, 22 WRF. And I'm like, oh my god, I would so love to have that revolver. So that's one of my holy grail guns, since we're talking about that tonight.
Here, before we
that's just the rimfire though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
But it's a very high powered rimfire.
Right.
let's go another 10 minutes. For the last
Okay.
10 minutes, I want to know not about a futuristic. I want to know about a pistol that you, and we'll start with the guys here and we'll look for answers in the chat room. A pistol that doesn't exist that you would like to see exist. And to get an idea what the hell I'm talking about, I would love something like the Desert Eagle or the Kunin Arms chambered in 454 Casull.
Oh my god!
44 Magnum 12-inch.
Oh my god!
What? Okay. For a second, back up. I'm not trying to keep you on longer, but you said the Akunin, if you will, and 454 Casull. Do you in a semi-auto?
Yes, I would like a semi-automatic Casull.
Jesus, do you know how that would be a 50 AE style?
Yeah.
It'd have to be a 50 AE style frame.
Yes, I'm guessing, but look what they've done, like with the new Desert Eagle Light. If they can maybe cut that thing down just a little bit without jeopardizing the integrity of blowing it apart,
But
yes.
they are supposedly coming out with the 50 AE light, so that my stupid ass can own one.
What, Kunin?
No, Desert Eagle.
Oh.
Now, are you seriously? It is all based on the actual physical weight of the gun.
Because the fucking gun weighs over 50 ounces, is considered an assault pistol. That's why they came out with the 357 light. I swear to fucking God.
No.
It
I
really
saw the
Right.
explanation. I
Yes.
saw the explanation. It is true. It is considered an assault.
An assault pistol because it weighs over 50 fucking ounces.
Wait a
That's
minute.
why I actually saw the 44 Magnum Desert Eagle light in my shop 2 days ago. Supposedly they are coming out with a 5080
So-
version light, just
so
so that
you're-
New York can own it.
You're going to own a Desert Eagle in aluminum.
Yep.
Yeah, aluminum foil, yes.
No, aluminum. No shit, aluminum gun.
Yeah,
It
I will
can't
have-
be steel.
They will make the same gun just so that it weighs 49 ounces, just so
Oh
that
my
it is
God.
legal in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
They
Remind me.
They make the 357 just for that reason, and the 44 Magnum.
And
I know.
Cobra,
Can't have a
Cobra.
12. Can't have a 12-inch though.
Cobra, I want a 12 millimeter, just so I trump your 11 millimeter.
Because it's one bigger.
It's one bigger.
No, I thought we were talking about
Yes.
non-fiction. You
So-
know.
Okay, so that's what I want. John wants 44 Magnum with a 12-inch barrel.
Well, if I may ask, why?
like the Anaconda.
Like the Anaconda.
But the Anaconda's not 12.
I know.
I don't
that.
understand the 12-inch barrel.
I want that 12-inch barrel
For
accuracy.
accuracy, okay.
Okay, Joey.
Joey
You
just said
just
it.
want your damn light, Desert Eagle.
Joey wants a 12. Joey wants a 12-inch.
I just want to own a normal
12-inch
gun.
flashlight.
Period.
Flashlight.
Joey wants a New York compliant
Flashlight.
Yeah, flashlight.
pistol that has no grip, no muzzle device.
I just want a bullet with a primer. That's it. And take a pin in the back and go pew.
Joey wants a
I just
rubber
wanna
band
live
that.
like
Joey wants a rubber band that'll shoot the bullet he wants.
I want a rubber band gun that won't get me arrested.
Yeah, take that back. I want my Coonan arms chambered in 454 and a double stack. I want to hold it like I'm holding a fire extinguisher.
I want a gun
Right?
that holds more than 11 rounds.
Freeze.
Talk about holding
I
a
swear to
2x4.
God, I'm gonna pull this string.
Okay, how about goofy guns? Because it.
No, hold on. You gotta finish all the fucking.
Yeah, I mean, you
gotta
started this,
finish.
and now you're gonna take off.
Well, no,
Squirrel.
I see John holding his hands like that, and I instantly think of that double 45. And it's
Oh
just
my
like,
god, that's horrible.
I know it is. It's yeah. Okay,
Out of the car, hands on the hubcap. I swear to
So-
God,
Right.
I'll fucking shoot.
Joey just wants to be able to own what the rest of us can. So,
Yeah,
Jim,
basically.
anything exotic that if you could?
If you guys see Joey walking down the street and he has something long and he's packing, it's his new blowgun. And,
This-
and he's open carrying.
I'm hoping carry my new blowgun.
Don't inhale while it's in the tube, asshole.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Where's the wisdom from Mr. Holster? Don't suck in.
I got hiccups now.
A semi-auto 500 Smith & Wesson with a 12.
See, and Joseph took my fucking. That's mine.
Oh my
Semi-auto
god.
500.
A semi-automatic 500 Smith & Wesson. That's my. That. Oh my god. That's my oh my god gun. Okay. Could you imagine take a 5906 and enlarge it to hold a 500 Magnum?
Oh, Jesus.
Just open your mouth.
I mean, seriously. I mean, you ask.
Well, not the
And you'll
5906.
receive.
Well, I
You
mean,
want a double stack 500?
no, a
Double
well,
stack
okay.
500.
Okay, how about this? A 39. How's that?
I swear to God,
Hey,
I will
hey,
fucking
There it
pull
is.
this
I will-
trigger.
Look up this.
But come on, think about if you're asking what the oh my god out of this box.
Yeah, but you and Jolson's gun would look like you're hugging the back of a Volkswagen Bug.
And hey, you know what? Jolson and I would be the only ones owning it. Fuck off.
What are you doing with that spare tire? I swear to God, I'll shoot. I swear to God, I'll shoot.
Put the spare tire down.
You guys are assholes. You take the wind out of my sails.
You're the wind beneath my
There
wings.
was
Jim.
plenty of wind in that fucking tire you were holding.
So Eric,
Uh-huh.
what is yours?
What is mine?
Yeah, you asked the question. What is yours?
I answered it.
No.
First.
I want the 454 Casull
Oh.
semi-automatic.
Semi-auto.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're making fun of my 500 semi-automatic.
we did this.
You said 5906. That would make yours a double
I-
stack.
It was a metaphor. Oh my god.
A 1006 chambered in 500.
No.
A 1006
You're wrong.
chambered in 11 millimeter.
I don't know. It's
No,
two more
12
than
because
nine.
it's one more.
12.5.
Two more than
12.5.
12.5 because that's as far as I'm going.
That's right.
Okay. And I just,
Even Jolson's going push the fucking button.
let's push the fucking button.
John, did you enter the code?
But I'm with J Dog. A 460 auto mag. Oh my god.
Oh Jesus.
A high point in 458 Solcom.
Wait, how about a high point in 50 Beowulf?
Wait a minute, hold on. Can pot metal even hold up to that?
Before it explodes?
Oh
Yeah,
my
right?
God.
Can you even
Oh.
chamber a 458 before it goes boom? You don't even have to pull the trigger. You chamber around, it goes bang. I'm done. I'm fucking. I'm out.
Before it even...
Yeah, you win.
How'd you bore that? We just got a big bit and went for it.
We just got a hunk of metal and we just drilled right through that fucker.
Okay, you guys put the round in there. I'm going over here.
Yeah, right. You're
Okay,
gonna be like fucking Iraqi veteran. I'm like, I'm gonna be over here with the camera behind the bulletproof glass. All right.
Oh my gosh.
I think this is probably a good time.
Cobra, I
to
think
say
it'll be
thank
a
you.
limited lifetime warranty.
Well,
Limited
and
lifetime
honestly,
before you even put the bullet in the chamber.
and honestly, I'm with Jolson. I need a Smith & Wesson in 12.7.06.
Too many points.
That's oh
It's
my
12.7, Joey. What's your problem? Yeah, stay with that.
Too many
What?
points.
Oh my God.
God. Well, that isn't that California compliant? 12.
Yes,
12.7.
absolutely.
No,
That's right.
22 and under.
Ah! All right, get out of here.
Okay.
Oh, geez,
well,
I just got a 29-minute warning.
29 minutes, that's it?
Oh my God.
oh,
We can only go to midnight on fucking
Yeah, there's a show booked at
on Friday night.
There's a show booked at midnight.
Do they know who we
what
are?
show?
Do
I
they know
don't
who
fucking
I'll
know.
send
Hey.
Joey over there to take care
John,
of this shit.
Damn
He'll
it.
just suck him off and ask for $5. What the fuck?
John, find
Yeah, but
that
they're gonna
fucking
ask an extra 10
find
minutes
that midnight show and we should bomb it
Well, I
in the
probably
bush.
in the
Bomb
bush,
could.
in the bush, in the bush.
Oh my God. I'm just gonna push this button and call it good.
Push the button and call it a night.
Eric's like,
Probably best.
I want to go to bed, motherfuckers.
All right, lead out.
That means shit to us.
That's you, numbnuts. You gotta lead out.
This is the part where I
That
can
means say your
actually
thing, you
talk.
say your prayers.
Yes,
Vitamins.
this is your speaking spot where you actually go. I want to
Oh,
thank you all
okay.
for being here,
I
motherfuckers.
mean, you know, I thought maybe there'd be a light or something.
No, there's no.
Uh,
John,
No,
I
wait.
swear to God, John, you got to get a light.
Oh my God.
There's your light. There's your light right there.
yeah.
There you go. Yeah, thank you, Joey.
Okay, you guys in the chat room, thanks for being here as always. It has been a interesting show,
Oh, yeah.
and thank you, Joey, Jim, and John Solar for making this all happen. And next week's special guest is
Yes.
Jim's ordered his $20 in the tooth. What?
Joey, that wasn't even funny.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you.
Dumbass. I'm pushing the button.
Joey, go drive your camel.
I have.
It's the part where we don't actually talk.
Wait, you got close to reach this thing.
This is not killers. It's here. In the bush.
Almost says what?
Oh, and John pushes the button. He's got the light on.
Get the fuck out of here.
And I'm pushing the button now.
Wah, wah, wah.
Oh!